Here we go. Please say that you can hear this. Can you hear this? Because the microphone was dodgy recently. Please say you can hear it. Can we hear it? Sound? I bloody hope so. Just give it a few seconds, let people come in, whatever's going on. We're going to play a little game. Isn't it just? I see Dylan's still the bloody same. Sorry Dylan, I got funny itch here. Oh, for God's sake, man. Just one sec. Okay. Okay, right then. Blah 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 blah. Just making sure everything's okay. We should be fine. Another street, Mr. Vince. Hello, Mr. Vince. I had to change the name for my YouTube channel. Okay, okay. Good to see that face. Not all will agree with that. Aye. It won't even let me sign into my own chat on the streaming software, which is bloody typical. It doesn't matter. So yes, hello Carrie-Ann, ScreenFan1990, KR Horror Channel. Avan Snyder, hello. Dylan, yes we know him. Dave Boy Music 402, how you doing? Yeah, KR Horror Channel, Scream and Print, saw you on Nate's earlier. Steve Gerula, Mr. Gerula, hope you're good. And Jamie Townley, 6851, recommend from Cray, looking forward to content. Ah, Mr. Cray, yes, thank you. Content's alright when there is some. It's just sometimes we're waiting on news and official announcements, etc. And then other gits leak it. What can we say? But yeah, Reagan Productions. Hello, Nate. Mr. Nate, the Scream royalty is here. Bloody hell, man, all he needs is a bloody crown and that's it, he'll be laughing. Hey? Summers family, g'day Tim, says Dylan. As soon as the new 2026 Gen 1s will be available to pre-order, I'll be ordering them. Scott's Horror Collectibles. Nay, no one's ordering nothing. They're all mine. All mine. Go. Off you go. Talking of Gen 1s. I've got the old mask here, look. Just as we was going to be talking about one, I thought I would dig mine out. It's got a... It's got a squiggle inside from RJ. I think this has been on stream before. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. My personal preference is always, if we can get something signed on the back of the mouth and it'll fit, then that's the best way because it won't show through the black paint. But yeah, look at that. It's normally on the stream background, you see here, this was hanging towards the front with a replica tag. But when I've sent it Funworld, I've always took the tag off. Plus it was only glossy paper and it was only for, you know, just hanging on. But since I can't have anything hanging up in this flat where I reside, it's sort of pointless to put it back on at the minute. But yeah, look at that little chair. He's a beauty, that one, man. He's a beauty. Mr. Splotch. Mr. Splotch. See that splotchy? But yes. Just smell of nothing, unfortunately, but then again, it's years old, isn't it? It's years old, man. You've got to remember where the frame ends for the green screen and the camera. But still, Funworld diff. As you didn't see there, but you know, camera's not the best on this for focusing. Dylan Cloud. He knights Nate. Aye, for good reason. When it's ruined. You're always a positive one, you, aren't you? Hey, Cloudy? Always a positive git. Shut it! It's like, what? If I ever meet that Dylan Cloud, I'll have him. He's all good, don't worry. He's just a daft so. Hello, Tarn Moore. New member here from UK as well. Ah, very nice. Glad I found this channel, been a bit of Scream Ghostface fan since early 2000s. Me and my mates were into it just after the first film, personally, but yeah. Music for the messes. Not buying pre-orders ever since Crypt Keeper scammed for the fluorescence. Scam for the fluorescence? What was that then? Oh dear. If there's any beef, take it up with the people concerned. Yes, I've never heard of that personally. Crypt Keepers was in the past, always a reliable chat, but I don't know the details, so if there's something, mate, sort it out of him. Have a chat. See what you can do. Hello, Ethan. Music for the messes again. I'm Darky. Oh, that's Mr. Darky. Mr. Darky. Yeah, I do remember these what's it called? These usernames and the original names that come with them sometimes. I'm just sorry, it was clicking on top chat, not live chat on the thing, so I'm just double checking we're acknowledging people. I don't want anyone left out, and then we'll get into it and then we'll start chatteroo. We need to make Nate a screen creator, we need to make him bloody something. Make sure it's platinum, gold, bronze, silver all mixed, it'll be one of a kind. But yes. I remember it being behind you. At one point, yeah, this. Yes, see a little gap where there's a mask. There's a pride mask, then there's a green mask, which is one of the 19 or 20 fluorescents, ultra whites. And then, yeah, there's like a blade on the old image there, the previous collection room. But yes, I don't know. But yeah, signed by that Game Face guy. Yeah, that was RJ's original Twitter, wasn't it? It wasn't RJ Torbert, it wasn't Ghostface something, it wasn't Funworld something, it was Game Face Guy was RJ's original Twitter. But yes, here we are anyway. Obviously some of you have seen Nate's stream earlier. I was there watching, listening, and Nate's very respectful, as I will be to him, because he did what he wanted to do, put the info out there, read it word for word, as I've got to do as well. So some of you may be looking at this, listening to this and thinking, why am I here again? Well, we can chat more after this one. No offence to Nate whatsoever, but we can chat more onto this one. We can get into some details. I have asked the question since to Mr. RJ Torbert. Says, look, can we find out, if possible, what the hell is going to be on the back of the chin of this recreated Fantastic? And whether some info comes today, tomorrow, next week, next month, I don't know. So, but I have asked, do we know what is going to be on the back of the chin? Is it going to be an EU stamp with Funworld Div in brackets? Is it going to be Funworld Div as a tribute with EU something out? You know, just something so these collector fans that really want the details and really want to know every specific can try and find out. So I have asked the question. And again, whether he comes back to me today, tomorrow, I don't know. But it'd be nice to see a bit of Funworld Div return. EU stamps are EU stamps, but Funworld Div's part of the classic, isn't it? Yeah. So, I don't know. But yes, Mr. Ritchie's there on the Cut Too Deep, just looking at the what's it called? The usernames. So it's Cut Too Deep as a group he's going to be putting stuff into in the future. I'm saying in the past there. Vertighost. Terralair UK. I'm missing some of these names here. But yes, Ethan we've got. So just double checking that we're not missing people. Davy Boy Music. But yeah. So if you saw Nate's chat earlier, you know basically this and that. But I will give credit where credit's due. So years ago, 2022, or even might have been late 21, I've looked at the messenger history of my messengers with Mr. Wade. Now Wade is known as either Wade Elibon, which is his last name backwards I believe, which is Nobily, I think that's how I pronounce it. But back in 2022, as far as I can tell, Mr. Wade was on the subject of Fantastic Faces Generation 1, obviously. And whether it the small dot, whether it the double dimple, whether it the splotch, whether it the multi-dot, Gen 1 was the topic. And Wade, I don't think he was afraid, but Wade was a little paranoid about what should we do about Gen 1's coming back. Is there any way we can say to RJ? I says, well, at the end of the day, it's something that's hard, not easy to do, and you may have to sacrifice a mask. In the process, you may, we don't know. And basically, hello Mr. Kyle, Darth Ghostface. Think it should be fine if they put Funworld. Just checking this comment. Alvin Schneider. Funworld div stamp on the chin. Since it's concerned it would be a legal issue to put that in. Yeah, this is a thing. I mean, it's Funworld div for Easter Unlimited. We know what it is, don't we? Same company, so to speak. Although they've always said it's a division of Funworld. 6 weeks to release of Scream 7. Very true. Spilled coffee creamer everywhere. Oh, for God's sake. Hello, Ghostface Collect 6005. Hello, Rick W. So yeah, it was 2022. Wade was saying what we're going to do with regards to Gen 1s. We could create Gen 1s. Me and my brother could do a cast. Me and my brother could look at these masks. And I forget what exact mask, whether the small dot, the multi dot, the double dimple or the splotch. I forget which one they cast. But just for the story, I said, look, don't be afraid, ask the question. And I'm not sure whether I messaged RJ or emailed or something, but basically I put the info forward to RJ. I say, look, here's some information, Recreation Gen 1. I know you've heard it before, but have a look at it, see what he's proposing. And he typed out this massive, long, bloody info, questions, what they could do, how to do it. And RJ says, okay, we're going to have a look at this. And there we go, the ball started rolling. So I had 0.1% to do with it, but that was it. Wade was the man that did the work with regards to casting, with regards to mask providing, with regards to sending to Funworld. They started to look at it. The thing that happens after that is the fact that once a Scream movie is in process, Funworld's time is taken up as in RJ's time. And he said this before on the interview a while ago back in 2022. He said this on comments. He said this now and again. But when there's a movie in progress, a Scream movie, then 90 odd % of his day, 95, 96, whatever, is taken up by that movie's things that they need to get done for it, shall we say. Whether it's master set, whether it's approval for something, whether it's even checking a bloody scene. Because there are rules for Ghostface. That mask is not to be used in rape scenes. That mask is not to be involved in decapitation. Did you know that? What are you doing now? That was something I heard ages ago, and I was like, bloody hell, I didn't realise there was even rules for a killer. But there you go. Anyway, in all this time, things have been looked at, things have been studied, things have been looked at and taken of note with regards to particular details of masks. Again, I don't know which exact version of Fantastic Wade sent to RJ to look at and peruse, whether it's the small dot, the multi dot, the double dimple or the splotch. I personally forget, but this was considered for such a long time, it had to be right, So over the last almost 6 years now, any time I've had a video conversation with RJ on Teams or Zoom or whatever, there's always been the topic of this and this. Oh, by the way, fantastic. Oh yeah, so that's on the, and then whatever was discussed. So this has been going on for ages. Confidential. And then all of a sudden this thing pops up saying 30th anniversary. You're like, what the hell's going on? So it's really hard to sometimes just to have all this information up here on the email, in the computer, on your phone, whatever, and not say one thing about it to anyone. And there you go. It's just one of those things. But even so, finally, things were progressing on this thing. So Fantastic Faces was being looked at again after 30 years, It was 31 years if you want to get exact. But, it was in progress and it was exciting. And it's like, Jesus, the one thing that fans always want is a recreation of the Fantastic. So, yes, I don't know exactly what mould, but there you go. Just checking the chat now, just have a look. So, hello, Mr. Rick. Ghostface can't be decapitated with it, or he can't decapitate people while wearing it, I believe is more the accurate description. So Ghostface not allowed to decapitate. And even before all of that, yes, we're working on possibilities. Yes. So, Mr. Reagan Productions here, Mr. Nate, I do believe from information said again on a video call years ago that Nate and Mr. Anthony Maisie, as in Screaming Documentary. Correct me on that one, Nate, you can type it. But yes, Nate and Anthony Maisie had already put this idea forward a while before, like 2018-ish. Was it somewhere around there, Nate? But yeah, Recreated Fantastic. So it's been on the back of Funworld's minds for a long time, just knowing that it was wanted. But as Nate explained earlier, and as it explains in the statement from RJ, it's not, again, example of the oil slick's the perfect one that Nate said. It's not what we want as collectors, that we can just say, right, make that, okay, get on it, start the machines, crank them out. It's the mass retailers that are controlling it. They've got to have the interest. They've got to have the interest. So while it's thousands of collectors maybe that want this Recreated Gen 1, it's got to appeal to the mass retailers that are buying the damn thing, stocking the damn thing and selling them. Granted. They'll sell them by the box load. If there was to produce so many, of course they would. But they've got to have the appeal to be wanted in the first place. So all of us collectors, yeah, of course we want these. Bloody hell, if there was a button to press replicate, we'd be doing them instantly, wouldn't we? You know, with authority, of course, and permission. But you know, if you could, you would, wouldn't you? So it has to appeal. It's got to appeal. The oil slick, I mean, alright, it's a plastic mask. It has to be plastic to be coated. But, you know, that was a particular type that was bloody nice. It was very, very nice. But still, you've got similar ones out there at the minute, aren't you, with the half tones? If you look at last year's costume, the ladies one, was it the little girls? But yes. Hello, Defrot. Who's Defrot? But yeah, Scream and print Darth Girl's face. I'm buying 4 myself. They should do new Fantastic Faces tag. You see, this is a thing. This is the thing. I've always said in the background of video calls, if there's something fantastic to be done, consider how it was done back then, as in the header, as in the hand-cut eyes, you know. So, let me just bring up the statement, as Nate did earlier on his stream. And let me read out what I have to read out. And again, it's word for word, as it says on the top of the email. So I'm going to read out, and then we're going to get into more chat. We're going to bring up the browser. We're going to go through 2026 Funworld items. Even though you've probably done this before, we're going to have another look whilst on stream. But yeah. But yeah, the oil slick was bloody nice. I really didn't want to give that oil slick back when I temporarily had it. I was like, yeah, it got lost in the post. But, you know, I can't lie. I was like, yeah, it's on the way. Zach Bartron. Hello, Mr. Bartron. The kind man that gave me my first ever tagged Fearsome Faces. Gen 2. Good to be watching one of your lives again. Good to see the name, Mr. Bartron. The Pyro Rottweiler. I thought it would be with the rot in it. Good to be watching one of your lives again. You forgot about me that much? I didn't forget about you at all, mate. I remember Pyro Rottweiler. He's bloody mad on fireworks, man. Huh? Sonic 707, that's been a while. I do know that name. Hope you've been well. And Scream and Print, did the prototype oil slick ever get found again? I don't know. Last I remember asking about oil slick, there was a few made. And would you believe some went to the set of Scream 5, some went to the set of Scream 6. I think it was too late for Scream 4. It was after Scream 4, but yeah. Basically, masks were requested back off the set and didn't come back. So some did, some didn't. So somebody out there, whether the cast or crew of Scream 5 or 6, has an oil slick. Probably look at it and think, why the hell didn't they mass produce these? Mass retailers didn't have the interest. It's amazing, isn't it? Because bloody ultra whites took over for a little while, but thank God we got the EUs back again, because there's a quality mask. So let me bring up what I've got to bring up. Let's read it out. Again, if you was on Nate's earlier, you've heard this before, but I'm going to read this word for word. Right, where are we? So yes, and as this says on my email, and as Nate said earlier on his stream, a lot of companies out there would not do this. They would give you brief information, but not type a bloody statement half a mile long saying what's going on, what's coming, what's in process, etc. And believe me, this has took RJ some time. Not in a nasty way, but this took him some time to come up and write all of this. This is time consuming on his day, which is already 99.9% overloaded anyway. So please just have a bit of appreciation for a man that's super bloody busy, yet he's gone out of his way to set this straight out of respect for the fans, because he knows it's all about the fans. So let's get on to reading. So this is word for word, as you may have seen on Nate Reagan's stream earlier. So I'm going to do exactly what he did to start the read. So it starts off: I want to thank everyone for your continued support, interest and enthusiasm with Ghostface over the years, of which is bloody a lot. That's my words. While I know we cannot please everyone, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's life, isn't it? I hope you realise we, he says, have done our very best to not only please and keep your excitement alive, but the staff here has worked especially even harder for the past couple of years. Now looking at that, just look at the 24 catalogue, the 25 catalogue, the 26 upcoming. The amount of stuff that's come is just increased exponentially, and that's my words. So, staff have been working bloody overtime. Rightfully so, because there's good stuff coming. To continue on, Scream 7 is going to reach all your expectations, and you should be thrilled when you see the final product. As the movie draws closer, the trailers and advertising will get heavier. This is due to fan interest, and fan is capital letters. But this is due to fan interest. And many of you who have become collectors continue to push us, or me, as in RJ, to reach new levels when it comes to the merchandise accomplishments reached with Ghostface. So Ghostface has gone from little figures to Amoeba robots to this to that to Sideshow. You know, it's escalated, doesn't it? So to continue on RJ's words, our development and design team is among the best, and we are very proud of them and the work they've done. We, including you, the fans and collectors, together are what makes Funworld a great company. So they're not just saying me, they're saying you as well. Be aware of that. They do notice you. And again, we can't please all of you, for whatever reason, but they do think of the fans. It's always top of the bloody pile. Fans, fans, fans. Continuing on, Scary Movie 6 will be opening June the 12th. And yes, there will be some surprises. That's all I can say for now. Scary Movie 6, I did ask about the other day. So I can't talk about that. Okay. But even so, we've all got surprises to look forward to. I'd love to see what they are. Currently, there are other projects being worked on that you will know about as we get into the year. And something else very exciting for early 2027. Stay tuned. To continue on with regards to the leaked mask. So if you've heard this on Nate's, you know, but continuing on. In regard to the leaked mask, as it was named, that unfortunately have come out as a Gen 1 mask, I must set the record straight. This mask, while having the attributes of the original Fantastic Faces, it also has the anniversary shroud with it. So anniversary shroud, you're thinking, well, which one then? I would think a sparkly shroud is in like the 25th anniversary masks. Continuing on, in honour of the original face that had imperfections down to the last detail. So again, we don't know if this is small dot, multi dot, splotch or double dimple, but they have been looking at this thing up close. Again, I don't know what version they've been looking at up close. So to continue, where was we? Down to the last detail, but adding the anniversary shroud to honour the 30th anniversary of the original Scream release. So that's why it's coming on, to honour the film 30 years. It will truly be something special. This tribute, in capital letters, to both the original face with imperfections and for the anniversary shroud. Okay, so there's a mix of both. There will be some of you that may be disappointed with this, but as I mentioned many times, which he does, As much as we respect the avid collectors, it is important to work with the retailers and want to believe what they can sell. So they've got to look at it and go, yeah, that'll go. That's it, you've got to sell. So that's the main thing, it's the retailers. I can only say, all you fans, get yourself a shop and get ordering. Then we got more chance, haven't we? Continuing. Remember, the general public does not have your knowledge, which is true, and level of interest in many things, such as the imperfections like the dimples, the multi-dots, etc. Or the concern about the tassels from the original shroud. I used to call them dreadlocks, but still. With that said, the original shroud is being looked at as well for the future. So remember that fact. There's more considerations already before this one's even come. And they're considering these little chaps. Cotton hood. Streamers, dreadlocks, whatever you want to call them. Continuing. Your input and interest is very important, as many have experienced and hopefully realise over the years. Other special edition masks will be happening that involve other companies. Stay tuned. Okay. I want to wish every one of you happy, healthy and prosperous new year for 2026. Thank you for all the letters, communication and even gifts, particularly the candy. Ha ha, because they do get sent chocolate and stuff. Best wishes, RJ. And he does get sent stuff, and he does appreciate. And if there's something with regards to an address of who sent it, he'll probably send something back. So, question submitted about the original Wade cast. Wade brought the interest of the Gen 1. See? Fantastic. He brought the fantastic faces to RJ's attention. It says a couple of years ago, but honestly, time flies. He deserves some credit for being passionate about it and bringing the need to my attention. With that said, we did not use the mould cast. What we did was use an original Gen 1 fantastic face mask and invested heavily. This took some time, but it was accomplished. Without the persistence of people like you and Wade, this might have happened, it says, much later. And yes, the eyes will be hand cut on the face. So hand cut eyes, just like in the 90s. So, subject that was promised to be taken care of. As many of you know, just before I carry on, I don't see the chat as I'm reading this. So if you type in stuff, I'm not seeing it at this time. As soon as I finish reading, I shall get back to you on the chat, so don't worry. Continuing. Question regarding the Ghostface zombie mask on screen from Screen 4. As many of you know, including the host of this stream, and Mr. Nate earlier, and others, I've been blessed over the past 30 years to be part of all this behind the scenes. I've met and worked with many fascinating people, and I hope they feel the same way as our work continues to move into the future while protecting Ghostface. My most cherished memory is the friendship was delivered with Wes. I developed with Wes. He is the reason I came out the background, and with the advent of social media in 2009, he felt that it would be important not only to you, the fans, but knowing my attitude about touching lives and believing in giving things away to true fans who will cherish and take care of collectibles was very important. He too enjoyed giving things away, Mr. Wes. And our communication in helping him, well, that is just another story for some day. So, while I came out of the shadows in 2009, still there are things I do not do. So, he won't make appearances at shows or do a cameo here and there, including in professional videos which just happen. I have a job to do, which he's busy as hell. However, yet at the same time, because I respect you, the collector, and the supporters of Ghostface, I do pay attention, and while I know we can't please everyone, I do ask for the effort to keep things positive in public forums. Please just keep it positive. We're all part of the Ghostface family, and each one of you are important to keeping the legacy alive. So I ask again to have a positive outlook and to support others who have been given certain items from my personal collection when RJ gifted people something from his personal stash. Those people who receive certain items, contrary to what has been said, are men, women, boys and girls of all ages, which I can vouch for. With that said, I want to clear something up first, so bear with me, because I think it's important about all this happening. Prior to the filming of Scream 4, there were many things that Wes and I were discussing, including ideas and thoughts. I mentioned at that time that I thought it was time for another version of the Ghostface mask to be introduced. He loved the idea, and I sent him several different versions of the mask that included the Scarecrow, Zombie and the Mummy Ghostface. Anybody remember the picture on Twitter? Wes put a picture up and it was his cat Cinnamon sat among the masks. I saw that picture, I was like, Jesus Christ, I want those masks. I remember that picture, I've still got it on our drive. He really liked them, and he agreed the future which was coming, which you saw in Scream 5 with the aged mask. So basically he knew that different versions were coming in the future, in future films if they were happening at that time. And as it says there, really liked them and then agreed the future was coming, which saw in Scream 5 with the aged mask. So again, another type. I just wish Wes was here to see it. Damn shame, man. It's bloody not fair, is it? Eh? Continuing on. During filming, Wes and I were in regular contact, and as I mentioned, he was excited about these versions and even sent me an email, RJ an email, regarding his plan to use them and to give them exposure. Unfortunately, he was ultimately overruled by the studio executive. Typical. At the Weinstein Company for fear that the public was not ready for another version. Jesus Christ, man. So TWC said, no, not ready. I don't know. With that said, Wes still used the other versions of the Ghostface mask in the dark running scene into the barn film sequence. So the Stabathon, you remember? At the end of filming, Wes asked for me to send about 50 masks to him so he could give them away to the cast and crew at the end of filming, which of course I did. He in return returned one of the zombie masks back to me that was used in the sequence. I held on to this mask for years, decided a few years ago it was time to go to someone who would cherish it for years to come and take good care of it, and also not turn around and sell it. I gave it to Scream Fan 1990 with an LOA. Anybody that's a fan knows who Scream Fan 1990 is. So given to her with an LOA, letter of authenticity, and even showed her personally the email I received from Wes about his enthusiasm over the masks that were sent to him and his intent to use them. I've never seen that. Be nice to see. Continuing, I bring this up because it came to my attention that much negativity has been said about this gift, and while she is above being upset and believes my word and the word of Wes through his email, I must ask that everyone be happy for her. Because if you spread negativity on this gift, you've also doubted my word, as in RJ's word, and ultimately the word of Wes to me, or Wes to RJ. We're all a part of the Ghostface family. We're all a part of creating history as we move into the future. Okay to disagree, but I ask that support is given whether it was a gift, memento, collectible to someone or to a charity. It is important that positive vibes and support are given, if not just for me, but for Ghostface, for the website host, for Wes, for all the work that is done and accomplished by everyone to touch lives. Scream Fan 1990 should be congratulated, not have an attempt to burst her bubble. So please, just be nice. Not a perfect world, but just positive. Continuing and finishing. Thank you all again. Enjoy Scream 7. You will love it. And I look to seeing the final cut, as I'm sure you are. May Ghostface live forever, and may all of you enjoy long, enriching lives. Stay tuned, there is more to come. With much respect and appreciation, RJ Torbert, Director of Licensing and Brand Enforcement, Funworld. There you go. There you have it, ladies and gents. That is the said official, factual words from Funworld themselves. So, let's have a look at the chatteroo, shall we? So, apologies I took it a bit long there, but I was reading it as instructed, and you had to hear every bit of it. So, let's have a look. So, Mr. Bartron, Death Rot, Sonic 707, Scream and Print. Just catching up with chatteroo. Good to see old names in here. I know, it's good, isn't it? It's good. Was there a specific reason? Yes. This was covered on one of Nate's streams recently. I was commenting on it. Aaron Snyder 6817 asks, was there a specific reason ultra whites took over the EUs? Yes. At the time of the ultra whites coming, which was about 2011-12, somewhere around there, I got ultra whites from every year, and I did that on purpose just to have a couple of each. There's even a few I've got too many of, just from each year. So the reason they took over the EUs, as covered before, is the mass retailers were moaning. Well, EU stamp, oh, they don't know what EU stamp is, they just see Ghostface mask. And the reason that the ultra whites came in is because they were moaning at the cost of the EU stamps, basically. We know it, EU stamps were collectors, but they were moaning about the prices of the masks. So basically it was looked at to do another version of the mask that would be cheaper to produce, cheaper to sell, stop the moaning. That's what I was told at the time, at least. So ultra whites came out there, unfortunately, yes, taking over the mask. I mean, EUs were out there till 2017. They were still there, they were just harder to find, not as many made. But for the most part, again, this is where the retailers come in. This is where they have the control. This is where what they say sometimes, unfortunately, has to be abided or listened to, because otherwise they ain't making a sale. And Ghostface, you can't have Ghostface masks in Halloween. So that's the reason, is ultra whites then took over, being a cheaper mask to produce and make, and keep the retailers a little bit more from the moan. And there you go, that's why they arrived. And truth be told, which many know anyway, the nickname of ultra white was because of Nate Reagan. Nate Reagan messaged RJ, what's these new masks I'm seeing? Totally ultra white. What's all the... Nate knows the words, you know, I'm not getting it word for word, but Nate had said to RJ, what's these masks I've been seeing, these ultra white masks? And even RJ on the odd video call, she would say, ultra wide this, ultra wide. I was like, oh, you're using the nickname as well. It's like, I am. So yeah, he was using the ultra white name himself, but it was Nate that actually christened that type of mask. So that's why I call him Scream Royalty. Look at him. His name's on some of the NECA figures. His name's in the end credits of, was it number 5? I forget. Of the film, you know, his name's there and everywhere, Mr. Reagan. He's earned some brilliant stuff. We'd tip the hat to him, but, you know, I don't want to get the glare on the camera. But but yeah, it's ultra white, christened by name by Nate Reagan. Jesus, man. Honestly, there's no limit or end to that man's accomplishments that are going to come, probably in the future as well. As I said to him earlier, we need a new channel, The Daily Nate, in respect of Adam the Woo that was sadly lost. I don't know. Was there a specific reasons? I've just covered that. They know you both have a lot of people who look up to you guys for this kind of stuff. Oh, Mr. Kyle, yes, thank you. If the anniversary Gen 1 is successful, we'll probably get the Cotton Shroud version when they brought back the when they brought back the EUs, they did this. Yeah. So yeah, it's not to rule out the fact that this type of shroud's obsolete with a recreated Fantastic. It's being looked at. It's being looked at, and again with that one that's being looked at, they've got to consider the retailers. This is the git of it. It's the retailers. You got to remember they're there to buy, and they need to know what they're going to buy is going to sell. They don't want stuff sat in boxes collecting dust like us stashing or hoarding 25th anniversaries. But what happened to 25th anniversaries when they first come into the distributors at Belfast and got quarantined for how long? Jesus, I was going through my box 2 nights ago and I found 10 of the gits. I was like, I remember these, and I ordered 108. I got, 12 of them in total. Cock up at the distributors, I think it was. But I was like, at least I've got some, you know, original 2021 first run. But yes, so don't rule out Cotton Shroud. It's as Nate said on his stream earlier, they've looked at every bloody detail of these damn things. Cotton shrouds, hand-cut eyes, dimples in the mouth, small dots, multi-dots, splotches, nose, length of forehead, because the forehead's massive on Gen 1s compared to EUs and Ultras, and even other masks, you know. RJ looks at it sometimes on video and says, I can't believe the sizing of this in the early stages, you know, in the 90s. Can't believe that the forehead's that big. Yeah. How great is it that they've listened to fans? Well, this is the thing, they do listen. It's just because one fan may be out there saying, well, I want a Fantastic this way, and it's not been done, they then get nasty about it. Just keep the positive. They're listening. It's just got to appeal. I'm on a waiting list to pre-order, hope I manage to get one. You should be fine. There's info, much info come over the years with this Fantastic. I wish I could say every single thing. But honestly, they've looked at every aspect. They know about the imperfections, they know about dimples, they know about the nose, they know about the bloody... There's a little dot in the corner of one of the noses, isn't there? You know, they know there's mould scars on a Gen 2. Again, Gen 2, who knows? But they're listening, they're taking note, and it's all been written down. The little bit of masks from other companies is most intriguing. Yeah, true. See, who's to say that it always has to be Funworld that produces? Well, then again, look at Sideshow. I mean, that's a figure, but still, good quality stuff, isn't it? Let's have a look. I will personally be buying 3 of those Gen 1 remixes. One to reshroud with a cotton shroud. This is the thing, see, some will want to reshroud. And Velcro up the top. Fantastic Faces replica tag, and another to get a Screen Rose hub on it. That's your preference, yeah? I already pre-ordered 2, one for cosplay and one for display, Midnight Horrors. The Jim YYY. Since they keep the Master of the Scary Movie Killer Mask and all those creation for the movie, I guess it have a chance that they keep the Master of the Gen 1. So that, no. Well, not the original Gen 1 anyway. The original Gen 1 Masters were gone long ago. Now, with regards to whatever is being produced shortly, or even as we speak, I don't know, these, 30th anniversaries, then yeah, that's a question that I'd love to have the answer to. Hello, Whiskeyzilla. No, you're not late, you can always watch it back. I do have to say, if possible, to bring it to RJ's attention, to make sure they use the new versions of the anniversary shrouds to prevent the blue spot. Oh, yeah. Well, that was something that was not good. That was something that was given attention and noted. So do not worry, that will not be happening. And that is my words, not Funworld's, but honestly, that was seen like, what the hell? Not gonna happen. Congrats, Carrie Ann. Thank you, Scream and Print. There's your positive, see? It couldn't have gone to a much deserved collector. What a great letter from RJ. Bloody long that was, man, honestly. But this is what we want, the facts. Not the BS, not assumptions, facts. One of many reasons why she's quiet now. Dickheads like you say, yeah, well, in all honesty, Carrie Ann is a very strong lady. You remember, I went over there in 22 and I stayed with her and her family. She don't take shit. She don't take shit. She's a tough lady. Knows the stuff. She's learnt a lot in such a short time. We all have over time. All of us collectors. How many of you knew what this was not so long ago, Fantastic Face. What's that first one? What's the second one then? Yeah, Fearsome Face. Yeah. Then you got the ones that will say, don't call it Fearsome, don't call it Fantastic. Gen 1, Gen 2, whatever, Like, in essence, an EU's a Gen 3, isn't it? Or is that a HN? Or is it a T? Is it a T? What's it matter? I think Gen 1 and 2s are enough with regards to the generation identifications. But they do mean beautiful goddamn masks, don't they? Look at Scream 1 and 2, there's some of the masks in there. And look at Mr. Nate Reagan, he's got one of the Screen U's Scream 2s. I'd love to just see that in front of me. Send it over, Nate. Recorded delivery, signed for. He's not gonna. Yeah. There'll always be jealousy, that's just human nature, unfortunately. Yes, that's true, Ghostface Collect 6005. Damn retailers. Well, retailers, that's it. Steve Giroux, excited to see the final version of this new 30th anniversary. Yes. I am wondering personally where the hell that image come from. Who put that image together? Because it is a double dimple clearly on there, isn't it? But I do wonder whether that was image of something they have recreated offline. It's not off my site, I know that, but I don't know. We will see. Time will tell. There will always be jealousy. Yes, I've just read that. Excited to see final version of New 30th. Have faith. Damn right, have faith. Question is, why are you such a handsome... Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. The original name from Twitter that's recently changed in years gone by is now on here. Talking, it's RJ. Here's me going on and he's here bloody listening. Anyway, RJ, thanks for the mask. Yeah. Well, not with the mask, I've got this before, but return to sender with RJ Torbett inside. Thank you. Oh dear, man. I got the first run too on the 25th. Yeah, 2021 25th. Good job, Tim. Hello, sweet Carrie-Anne. Have a wonderful weekend. All the best, everyone. Ghostface lives. RJ. There you go. This isn't somebody pretending. This is him. There was a possibility it could happen. There you go. That's RJ. It's probably going to be in and out, so while you're there typing a 50-second long reply or, you know, sentence after sentence saying about Fantastics, is probably already gone, sadly. Honestly, his time is so stretched. But yeah, Ghostface lives, RJ. Look at that, man. Just opened these, will be readily available here in Canada, unlike the first one, 20th. Ah, you couldn't find them, okay. Carry on, seen him. Look, I see you in here, Gameface. That RJ's a pretty cool cat. If people could see the side that me and others see when you either meet him or talk on the phone or even video call, honestly, you'd start to see and realise why certain things happen, certain things stop. You know, this is a person that's a good soul, trust me. He tries his best for everything possible. Carrie-Anne's an inspiration for collecting community. I know, you remember Carrie-Anne's first videos? You never used to see the head, did you? It was just from the bottom of the chin down. I was looking at one the other day. Whiskeyzilla. The COVID lockdown was the reason I went into the rabbit hole. I hunt me things in the way. Rabbit hole of masks and the differences. I knew they were different looking, but never looked into the names and all that, yeah. Even then, my website needs a hell of an update with regards to the mask page, but still, yeah, just to look at that now, the amount of bloody types and versions and mold scars and differences throughout the types, not just Fantastics. Mr. Jarula loves Carrie-Anne, great person. Really cool. Met her at Nightmare Toys signing. Ah, music for the messes, yeah, I've been Nightmare Toys. You're too nice. Glad to know people in the group. Hello, Triple Cripple. There's a face from or name from the past. Cheers, RJ. So yes, that was RJ. It didn't know one messing about. Surprised he's come on with that name. See a lot of familiar names in here. Hello to all. Zaxter 90. Look at that. One of the original collectors that had a massive collection. Mr. Zaxter 90. Zachary Cook. Matty Ice. Thanks for all you do, RJ, for the fans. Jesus Christ. I didn't see that often. Thank you. I hope he saw that. Might not be everyone's favourite, but I've got so much love for the K&B from Burt. But yeah, I've still got loads of that bloody version. Clive sent me a few of them over time, trust me. Even the early renditions of the Screamer before it was properly officialised and released. You know, his own versions before it got sent away to New York. It's my PFP. Mr. Zach, says the other Zach. Love that mask, glad I got it, says Mr. Triple Cripple. Evil Egg TV, seen that before. Do you have a mask suitable for the bedroom? Asking for a friend. just do one of them. It'll still scare them. The legend himself. Hello, RJ. Thank you for everything you've given us. Look forward to the future. There you go. Zaxter 90. The other Zach. Yeah, Zach Bartram. Glad what's this? Mr. Dillon. Glad I dipped in for a minute so I won't be tempted to say bad things. Yes. You do have a decent side, Mr. Dillon. Just show it on your typing, man. It's not hard. Scream and Print, thank you for everything you do for collectors to RJ. All these names, I can remember loads off the Scream message board. Ah, there you go. USMB. It sure was a massive collection. I had good time. Yeah. Need a K&B so bad. Wes and the Virgins. It's Beth. Hello, Miss Beth. Oh dear. You still do DVD, Miss Beth? You remember? Why go after? I haven't brought any of the new masks for 3 years. Fun World is making us... It's funny, you know, you hear them exact words, music for the messes. I said to RJ on video call the other day, it says, RJ, In fact, no, tell a lie, it was yesterday on an audio call. He phoned me yesterday morning. I says, RJ, for God's sake, what's the matter? I says, there's so much Ghostface coming out, different types, products, mass, figures. I says, I'm going to go bankrupt. Really? I was like, I will do if I keep buying everything. Although there are masks I've not been able to get this year. A couple of the blings, the St. Patrick's I've not got, the Easter Bunny I haven't got, or the Easter mask, should I say. But yeah, there's a few I've still got to grab. Got the Black Spite, got a couple of the DOD ones they were called. Got EU's, Jason masks, both types. Got a few, got the new Scarecrows. I haven't bought anything new, but yeah, making us go bankrupt. What did I miss? The real Jigsaw? It's alright, nothing that you wouldn't have missed on Nate's with regards to the statement being read out. But yeah, just mass chat. Now we have the fun being that, Dylan. Yes, I know. Jan 16th, 2025. I thought it was 2020. Is he trying it on with the bloody date again? Commander, bog off. Bloody Commander. See this chap in the chat, Ripped, R1 PPED. He's a little git. Every single time he tries it on with the date, thinking I've got it wrong. And I look twice and like, what? Guess what? We've gone back to playing it. Oh, you're not playing DBD again. It's just toxic prick after toxic prick after toxic prick. I still watch videos online. I don't know. Still need a bunny and a Santa. I've got a Santa. Yeah. Guess what? Gone back to playing it. She said, "Yeah, great time to be Ghostface fan." It's Mr. Pearl. Pearl. Yes, Mr. JP. I'm behind on Mass 2, so I feel especially not having a job right now. Yeah, it's not easy, Whiskey Zilla. I've been in that place, mate. It will get better. Trust me, it will get better. I think the older Mass will climb again. Maybe. Evening, Squire. Chris Hart. I do, Squire. You referring to me? We're doing with the Alfreda Zane reference there. I'm so out the loop when it comes to Ghostface masks. I don't know what's out there anymore. Oh, there's so many, man. There's so many. I want some new masks off to Florida soon. Keep an eye out if you... Yeah, there might be, Beth. I don't know what Florida's like for mask stock, but keep an eye out. Want some new masks? Did you get the blood spatter mask from Spirit Halloween? No. It's funny because on the Halloween... I think it's the halloweenstore.co.uk. They've got custom blood spattered masks on there now. I don't know who's making them. But they're EUs, whatever they are. Mass has been pretty good lately, so thanks, RJ. Type the ending off that, Dylan. But yeah, keep an eye, Beth, keep an eye. I checked the military exchange last Halloween season for Ghostface masks. Usually they had regular polyshroud devil hoods and sought after hard plastic poly hoods, but they only had zombies. Okay. People saying no to Mr. Dillon, to Mr. JP. Definitely won't want to miss out the 30th. Yeah, just keep your eye out for the 30th anniversaries. I'll have a look, Mr. Jordan. I'll just see if there's anything about here to save on the shipping, because I know it's not your fault shipping's high over there, but it bloody is, isn't it? But yeah, I've got a few masks. I've only bought a couple of new masks the other day as well, and I got those the masquerade masks, like the gold with the sort of reddish eyes and the dodgy mesh and the big oversized blue shiny hood. I've got 3 of them there. Said to the missus just before Christmas, if you're going to get some at Ghostface, just get a couple of them. I'll even tell you where to look. Just grab them because I've not got them. Right, let's have a look on the old browser, shall we? Let's go through. So this is, some of you have already seen this, I'm sure, but we're going to have a look and we're going to go through some interesting listings like this. Look at this. So many of you have already seen this, I'm sure, and I bet you were like fly to dog turd to this. Look at this. Father Death. And even more so Father Death with a trademark after it. Years ago I was that close to doing a fatherdeath.co.uk, and I thought, no, let's just stick to Ghostface. So honestly, in the background, Father Death wasn't 100% forgotten. Wasn't 100% forgotten. But look at this, Father Death. 30th anniversary Ghostface Child. Click it, and yes, it is real. Look at that. They nicked that logo, I think. Streamer's a little short, but it's a child's. But still, sparkly robe look. There you go. How many of you saw that coming? Because I didn't. Temporary image. I know a couple of these images. I've got this one with an extra finger. I was like, what's going on? Yes. So, 30th anniversary. So this 30th anniversary is going to be out there in many forms. So we have here silver outfits, but also the silver glitter mask as well. So when you look, of course, look at this. It needs to be a bit up more close, doesn't it? It's a little blurred, it's not the highest quality, but still. So we had the pink glitter mask last year. If anybody's got pink glitter masks you don't want, or you got a couple extra, give me a nudge please, because I've been trying to find them and I've been sent nothing but fakes off eBay UK, and they're using stock images to make you think it's real, but they're not real. So anybody's got a silver glitter mask, Ghostface with the little tag on the bar, please just give me a nudge. I want a pink glitter if I can. Then you have these fabric door cover assortment, 36-inch by 80, obviously sort of standardised door, I suppose, size wise. Deluxe printed fabric door covers, and here we go. Look. Actually a nice looking mask, that. Not really standard EU on the image there, because both the eyes are the same size and symmetrical, just flip the other way. But still, nice image. Nice image. There you go. Continuing down, we have, look at this, 5-foot flying Ghostface. I will get to the chat in a second. I'm not forgetting you, I promise. 65-inch broom or stake. Pack of 4. And there you go, flying Ghostface. The mask looks beautiful on that. Look at that boy. As I say, I'm sure some of you have already seen these long ago. You've been clicking it on the site whenever possible, getting a good look, seeing what's going to come. Which we all used to do at one point, but it just wasn't as known. Aged mask. So this age is doing the rounds now, isn't it? Even though the similarities to zombie, the age is still a separate type. Just checking chat. Orange 2025 EU. I think I've got some, you know. I was just in the box the other night putting my stickers on some mask tags. Do you remember these? You remember the little Co.uk stickers that went on tags that either I was going to keep or that I was selling? But yeah, look at that. I've just heard the neighbour get back. Noisy git. There you go. Still similarities to Zombo, as I always say. But still, another type. Handheld pump, attached tubing, mask with the hood, theatrical fun blood. Gets bloody everywhere, that. It's a git to get off your hands, I know that. What's this here? Black glitter Ghostface. Here, our matches in with the robe look. I didn't see this one the other day. Glitter accent mask. There you go. Look at the eyeliner on that. Jesus Christ, man. Proper sparkly, that one. Jesus. Black glitter Ghostface adult. Sparkle dress, glitter accent mask. Okay. Where again? Next page, more to come. There's some spooky things on here. Look at this. There we go. Anybody seen this on the old stream? Anybody seen this? I was meant to be doing a stream with these people that made this film, Screenwalkers. And I had been sent a link to the film, watched the film, and I thought, God, it's filmed really dodgily. But it was meant to be filmed that way. I watched it start to finish. I was like, bloody hell, here's a fan film. Now, granted, there's been fan films over recent years, some in the millions of views. Look at that other one. I forget the name of it now, but God, Bennett, it was into the millions of views. But Screenwalkers, yeah, it's one with a little bit of a difference. And this was based of a mask, which Burtbench, Clyde Barzilli had something to do with as well, with regards to the making of it. But yeah, here we go. Look, now it's like one of Clive's masks. He's had involvement in it, and again, approved and up for sale. Screenwalkers. Screenwalkers. But the people that made this, when I spoke to them, really down to earth, really nice people. I was struggling at the time with coming out of one job going into another when they wanted to stream and doing a thing online. They said, oh, don't worry, get you sorted out, then we'll get back to it. And they was more worried about me than anything else. There you go, the old EL mask has been in many forms over the years. Here we go, now a pink one. Look at that chap. Jeez, it's like that one with the red eye surrounds and mouth. It's just too small on the nose, isn't it? Look at it. Pink EL light up mask. I'm just hoping there's been more added since I looked the other day. Just, you know, a couple of little surprises we don't know about. Hang on. Look up and that video should pop up. Oh, the Spirit Halloween thing, I've heard about it. What we got here? The blood. What's that say? Blood or sang? What's the else sang? Is that the French or something? Ghostface knife with the blood, more like a sort of butcher's knife, isn't it? Knife-shaped container, applicator in knife handle. Theatrical quality liquid blood, realistic red colour. What the hell? What's the other one then? Oh, Ghostface lipstick. Yeah, in the shape of knife. What the hell? Everything's bloody coming. Look at it, man. Red one, black one. Jesus Christ. God almighty, we've even got an infant one now. Look at this. Oh, I did see this the other day, actually, yeah. Hooded robe with Ghostface, graphic. Logo booties, so it's got Ghost on one face on the other. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Bling tumbler, saw this the other day. Oh dear man. The Red Chrome Devil, yes. I already have a Red Chrome Devil from Mr. Barzilli in the past, so that's like a version that he tried, and then whether RJ saw it when I showed him and went, okay. I don't know. Then again, it might have just been a random one he'd forgot about, says let's try this one. It could have been somebody in the product development team, because I've heard that a few times. What the hell is this? Building blocks Ghostface. Snap together Halloween character 3D building blocks, 129 pieces. Gordon Bennett. Oh, in GU, I think I've got EUs, carry on. Or you're on about an original one? If you're on about the original one, that's the one I need. I've got a green one. So let's have a look then. Chrome Devil, look at that. That's got a different hood as well. It's got no tassels, you see that? There you go. Intense chrome finish and shroud. What's this? This is a dodgy one. I've seen something like this on Instagram before, I'm sure. Somebody had tried something and it's like, what the hell? Bloody clown type, look at that. Look at the nose. Ghostface clown mask. Jesus, man. And the leg out, yeah. Where are we going here? Then you got the clown outfit, look at that. Spotty stripes. A bit like Beetlejuice and bloody 50s waitress there, isn't it, if it was red? Jesus Christ. Beetlejuice, obviously, with the arms. It reminds me of. That's hell of a mix, that is. Ghostface clown, robe, adult, robe, belt, mask and hood. Pack of 6. Jesus. There's your difference. So last year, obviously, we had the pink glitter, which if anybody can get one. Now we've got the grey, or the silver, the purple, and like a lime. Or light green, shall we just say. Look at that. Purple's nice. Not always big on green, but still it's alright. Grey or silver. Well, it says shimmer shroud. Silver, purple, lavender and pistachio green. Jesus. And then you get to this chap. So you remember the popcorn holders. Looks to me like the same thing, just with slits in the top. Look at this. Make sure Ghostface has plenty of knives at its fingertips. Holds X number of knives. Knives not included, obviously. What is this? Ghostface jewels. What the hell? Reshoot mask on the jewels. Look at this. Logo mask. Holy jeez. Magnets. Jeez, there's too much, isn't there? In a way. Look at them. Jeez, that's taken a while. Let's just leave it on that. Try again. There you go. That's nice, that. Makes me think of Cavity Colours. They do a lot of them. And then you got your sort of split colour masks, haven't you? The chrome. Ombre chrome mask. Bit of purple and green. It's weird because the oil slick was quite similar with the colour mixing, you know. But it's straight down the middle, isn't it? Straight down. Vibrant colours, intense chrome finish. Then you got a orange bling. Jesus Christ. Iridescent neon orange rhinestones, intense rhinestone glow with backlight. Jesus, man. Glows neon orange in black light. And then you got more puzzle blocks. Look at this. You've got one of the original ultra white mask and knife set images there in the form of now a puzzle block set. Jesus. I remember that ultra white image. It went bloody everywhere, that did. Ghostface Racers 2-pack. Ghostface Racers didn't exist in the past. He was up when he had his knife in the air and he went like that when it went along. You remember? 2011. And then this is an interesting one, isn't it? Skeletal sort of Ghostface. Reaper mask. Incredibly realistic it's this. And then you got a Santa hat. With Ghostface. Oh, I've got to get one of them for next year. Boss at work says, oh, you can have a Ghostface or Christmas related things at Christmas time, as long as it's approved. I'm like, well, that'll be alright, won't it? I hope so. Alright, page 3, let's have a look. UK people are like, page 3? Used to mean something in an English paper, that did. Marble Ghostface masks. Purple swirly one and a red swirly one. Which is your favourite? Look at that. Oh, he's still got some Hauntastic. He's still got the original Ghostface Racers. I've got like 2 or 3. And a couple of them, the arm come flying off. They're nice, them, the marble ones. Obviously they're going to be plastic hard PU masks, aren't they? Same there. Midnight Red Ghostface. Jesus, who comes up with these robes like that? How'd you get them printed like that? It's nuts. And then you got a kid one. Jesus Christ, he says. Smiley Bling. Look at that. Oh, sorry, it's not Smiley. The What's Up. Of course it is, with a tongue out. Jesus, it's got the old copyright there, 1993. Individual rhinestone sparkle shroud. And a Santa mask. Have you seen that new Santa mask that's on the trade show? One that's got lights around the shroud now, hasn't it? But this is a What's Up Santa mask, of course. Scary movie. Can only imagine what's coming in the next scary movie film, mask-wise. Stone Ghostface Child, Stone Ghostface. It's also got rhinestones as well around the eyes. Remember that stone one that was a while ago? The costume didn't do too well. Like a stone sort of mask it was meant to be. And then you got this ghoul here, Soul Seeker, with Ghostface-esque sort of mask on the shroud, on it, the costume. Shroud, what am I on about? The costume. Reminds me of Scary Movie Killer, that. It's like a weird version of it. It looks like more of a sad, tormented version of the Scary Movie Killer mask, that. That's the print on it. Triple Cripple Metallics. Have you not seen on the trade show? There is now, in recent days, what's this splatter Ghostface? Ah, so there's going to be a splattered mask. But yeah, trade show, recent days, there's metallics coming back. Unfortunately though, we've lost the green. So the red went in 2011, 12-ish. 13 was it? I can't remember. The red disappeared, red metallic. And now the green's disappeared because we've just got blue and purple at the trade show. So not good. But yes, metallics are coming back after a couple of years hiatus. What's this? The teal Ghostface Child. Sorry if I'm boring you all. I just wanted to get to the end of the thing. Yeah, so Scary Movie Child, Scary Movie again, Wassups. So adult and child Wassup costumes. Okay, let's get back to the main. And let me catch up with the chat. Sorry about that. Oh, 2 boxes of the 24 painted. Didn't get my hands on the die 25. Ah, I've not got 25 fluorescents. I didn't order them. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, also Devil Face. Just looking at the Devil comment there. Devil still comes in 2 versions now, doesn't it? It comes in original, I mean the normal standard mask. It comes with the original normal shroud, black polyester, and it still comes in the DVD version as well. But yeah, these new ones that keep coming, Jesus man. But yeah, the 2025 fluorescents are dyed as in orange, pink and green, aren't they? So you got the hot pink, the acid green, and then just orange, I think it is. Scarecrow's 2 mask variants, costume variant more detail, extra burlap around the neck than the one sold separately which lacks the detail. Yeah, they dyed, even saw those silver spooks that look great. 2 boxes, 2024 painted, didn't get my hands on the 25s. Loving all the blings. Yeah, the blings, bloody hell man, they keep coming, don't they? I thought 1 or 2 of them we'd never see them again, but they're still there. If anyone's looking for the Ghostface Racers, I have a ton of new old stock. Ah, the original ones, so yeah, 2011. I remember seeing them on the counter at Spirit Halloween in New York in 2013 I was there, but they still had some. Reminds me of the flying Ghostface from Scream 2. Yeah, when it's going up, when he's winding it up at the start. It comes flying up. Very romantic. Are there any talks? Yes, to bring back the metallics with more colour variants and with EUs. So yes, Triple Cripple. Not sure on the mass type of the metallics, but as I say, we've lost the colour. I don't know about any more colours. A question for RJ, that one. But yeah, it used to be obviously a stock image from years ago. Had the vibrant red, the silver, the blue, purple, red and the green. And over time I lost the red and now I've lost the green. And some of the greens were that dark, they looked like they were black, didn't they? One of the racers on Dash My Truck with the arm popped off. What is the best tagging gun for re-tagging masks? The one I've got. Still got it actually. There you go. Looks a bit funny with the green screen because of the colour of it. But yeah. It's jammed at the minute. Not jammed broke, but just jammed. Because I've sort of locked it on purpose. I didn't see. I need a red one. Do you know if that will be a Scary Movie 6 mask? Ah, good question. I don't know what's going to be in the bloody film. But I have asked. And on video calls where it's confidential, I've said, what's going on? It says, oh, I locked. So that was it. So yeah, we've still got to wait on that one. It's a shame they never released that Scary Movie Killer, the original. Should have done. Should have done. Yes. Not sure if it matters, the gun. I got some basic one, it works fine. Yeah, as long as you get it in the mask correctly. Like when I've re-tagged this several times, it's always through the same holes. Mr. Fantastic here. Yes. He's a beauty, that one. Mr. Splotch. We need a Scary Movie Killer mask. Had a green and pink, couldn't find any orange. Also, the orange were the harder ones to find, were they? Caught up back to the stream. The Reaper Ghostface's favourite new type for this year. Yeah, it's strange on that, isn't it? Good one, but strange. What's the brand? Need one for the dyed mass. Question is, have you ever seen one of those EU metallic mould masks from the Screen 4 era? Yes. I own some. So 2013 there was metallics made at the factory, and RJ asked for a few of the early sets. And did he send them? No, I met him in 2013. First time I met RJ is 2013 September. In fact, no. Yeah, September. And we was out somewhere and we was having a dinner with him, and we'd just been to an event at the Port Jefferson Library, and in the background of the Port Jefferson Library is all these masks, drawing pins on the wall with a header tags through the holes obviously, and some of those masks were metallics. And in later time he says, right, you can have that set of metallics, and the set at the time was EU stamp 2013 manufacture date, and it was red, blue, purple and green, and he says, there you go, set number 2. And I know the set number 2 because they're stamped in the top of the forehead, on the back, obviously inside. Still got them in the collection. They're in a box behind me, behind the green screen. But yes, all tagged, all new Ghostface logo at the time tagged, not the black and red type. And yes, it says in the top of the mask, inside of the top centre of the forehead, set 2 2013. And set 1 went to another fan, which was then later sold off separately because the fan didn't keep them. Not going to name names. I would love to name names because he's a piece of anyway. But yes, went to another fan, didn't keep them, and somebody ended up with a red one that I know of, and the others I don't know who's got them. But yes, EU stamps. Funnily enough though, in 2013 they weren't done with reds. It was just them first few sets. He said, yeah, do a red. But reds wasn't mass produced. It was just purples, blues and greens, and it was like an olive green that year with a different type of header. And the type of header was like a pink header, which had only a couple of little bits on the top, a couple of little wordings. I'm just going to look at my own site now to get a picture of the header. So I can't remember what I think it said mask in French. This Ghostface site is dodgy, isn't it? Where are we going? Metallics. Where is it? There we go. But yes, metallics. It said mask in English, then mask, M-A-S-Q-U-E, underneath in like an orange font. And 2013 metallics were the olive green, more like an olive green at least, not listed as that, a purple and a blue. And the reason that header, I know there's some chat, I'll get you in a sec, but the reason that particular header was on, it was an unauthorised header. So any of you's got these 2013 metallics with like a pinkish purpley header that says mask and mask in French, with a little ghost and a pumpkin to the side. The hen's teeth of headers for metallics is that one, because it was an unauthorised header that shouldn't have gone out, but RJ was away. Somebody said, yeah, do that header, and it shouldn't have been done. Should have been, no, should have been another header, but it ended up being that one, so it made it a bit of a rarer type, because you got these pink double bilingual heads on top of the mass headers, and yeah, a little ghost and a pumpkin and a cat. And yeah, for some reason the red was nowhere in sight, despite there being a red done for the 2013 first few sets, and that was a set 1 and set 2. I don't know about 3, 4, etc. Don't know how many were done with the reds. I think only RJ would know that. Maybe 10, I'd say. It likes to give that number of 10 here and there. Same with the special mask that can never be fully seen, you know, 1 of 10 that we're showing you on the stream a little while ago, but not all of it, if you know what I mean. Those that were there, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's have a look. So yes, Screen 4 era EU metallic mould, yes, did exist in a way. Did exist. Abracadabra, New York, costumes at Union Square, village party. Sorry mate, bit off subject, but don't half miss your Auf Wiedersehen. There's more coming, Squire, there's more coming. Send 5908, there's more coming. So Barry's house, you know Barry's house, Beeston in real life, it's currently being renovated, and we got permission to go back there and film soon, so don't worry, there's something coming soon. we've got to check on the progress in the next month or so and see how far away they're ahead of it, you know, how complete the work is done. But yeah, there was some of the original Series 2 wallpaper still there when they started stripping it, the stuff that was on there then. So yeah, it's coming, Squire, there's more coming, it's not forgotten. It's not forgotten. I think those are pretty nice. That's probably what I was scrolling through at the time, sorry if I missed you there. Halloween Thrills, but not sure if they got Halloween or Ghostface stuff right now. Like to see the Ghostface Mummy Mask revisited. Yeah. Imagine Mummy Mask on an EU, just see what it's like. It might not be so bad because it was different mould, wasn't it? Mummy Mask you only ever saw, and I believe it was on 2012 manufacturers. Never saw them after that. Need to contact Toyota, that dodgy Ghostface site. Yeah, I know. Want to see the rejected Stone Ghostface mask. It wasn't rejected, it was out there in the costume, but it just wasn't as popular. And there's a few that got it, and there was a few that had listings to buy it, but I can't remember the bloody things are now, if they're still out there. It's actually really good to get the information, because I've never seen much info on those. Thank you. That's alright. Appreciate all that RJ does for his fans this year. I loved all the new masks we got. Still have a bit left to collect for the... Yeah, same here. I'm so behind on 2025. But there's some of the pre-orders that were sold out before I got there. But this little chap, yes. At the time... So this has been Fun World a hell of a lot. This has been Fun World sometimes more than it's been with me, without its replica, pathetic, glossy print replica tag, which isn't accurate, as I've said many times before, and it's wrong on purpose so it can't be mistaken, in a box behind the green screen. But yes, this chap, this particular mask, exactly this mask, was at Fun World when they was looking at Fantastic Faces. There you go, you see. So Wade sent in a cast, Wade sent in a mask. This was also there. This was used for reference on one of the Sideshow figures. Not the one that's smashing through the glass in the door, one before. This has been mentioned on another stream a couple of years ago now. But yeah, this has been used in reference for a few things, just not as much known as what fans would think. So this mask has inside of it, in RJ's text, return to sender with his signature, and it's return to sender for two reasons. Number one is to send it back to me because it's been Fun World more than here, in reference many times, and number two is because it's my favourite Elvis song, and Elvis is one of RJ's favourites, as some of you may know. But yeah, that is a Pepsi mask. I've been found out, look. When I talk too much, as in on these streams, the throat goes really dry. But yeah, let's just... Oh, did I just rip the shroud? I thought I did then. It's okay, don't we? But yeah, get it right. Return to sender. Her signature. So signature's in the right place, but the side of the mouth, I was like, oh no, what you done? You put it on the side of the mouth. Make the writing smaller, put it on back of the mouth. Keep the white being white. So that'll blur over time, unfortunately. But yes, this has been used in reference many times. Many times. And I do wonder, personally, what did they take notes on with regards to the Fantastic? Yes, Wade's thing was there, of course. But what was this Fantastic Gen 1 mask that they looked at in detail, in depth, and possibly scanned or 3D scanned? Was it that one? I don't know. Can't say that for sure. Can't be 100%, can't be 50%. But yeah, it is what it is. But this thing has been back and forth to Fun World so bloody much. That Fantastic mask, I need you to send it again. Oh no. I like recorded delivery, and there was one time when he lost the bloody thing. He lost me Fantastic. I said, oh, your mask? I was like, yeah. I lost it. You mean the Fantastic? Yeah. No, you're joking. No, I'm not, I'm afraid. Oh, no. And then, yeah, he's got a mini refrigerator underneath one of his desks, and it fell behind there somehow. But thank God he found the damn thing. But yes, RJ's big Elvis fan signed guitar that he had shown. Yeah, it's on the picture in it from years ago on Twitter, when it was Twitter. It's not a team stream without a Pepsi Max making an intro. I'm sorry, it's just my preference. Oh dear. I found my mummy mask tagged at a local party shop from September 2025. Oh, RJ's ringing. Oh, what the hell? Hang on a minute, just in case.
To have a great weekend.
Just say that again. Just say that again. Just wish him well for the weekend, RJ. I've unmuted the mic for you.
You say that again?
People can hear you if you just want to wish him well for the weekend.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
There you go. Say what you're going to say.
I hope everybody has a great weekend, and there's a lot coming, and you're going to be very excited to see what's happening. So everybody take care and just enjoy the ride. Take care.
Thanks, RJ. I'll speak to you soon, yeah. Oh, he's gone. There you go. Did they believe it was me in your chat? He's got a message that I missed. And another one saying, I'm watching, bud. Mr. Keeley, hello. There you go then, RJ. Are we back on? Is that mic working? Sent it to one of us instead of... Yeah, that Fantastic has travelled the world. Yes, that Fantastic's been quite a bit. And now I'm not being shut down. I thought he was going to say something like, what did you just say about that Fantastic? You said I've had it before? You told him about me losing it? I thought that's what I was expecting. RJ telling him he needs that mask again. It could have been, couldn't it? Is there anywhere I may be able to get masks in New York, not going during Spirit Halloween times? Here and there. Yeah, I had to mute it just in case. If he's going to come on and say something that I don't expect, because he can surprise me like that. So I just had to cover me back just in case. But it was all fine. As suspected earlier, he was in and out of the stream within a couple of minutes. So I've told him that your comments have been nice. And at the right time he'll watch it back with the chat replay enabled, and he'll be able to scroll through it himself and see the comments. What's this? You as well. Yeah, so you heard his audio on the call at least, that's one thing. But yeah, he's asking basically how the stream's going. I was like, I'm still on. So that's what I mean. He's in and out quick because he hasn't got the time. So as far as he's thinking, it may have ended by now because I rambled too much. He doesn't realise how much, you see. Although you have to remember when I interviewed him, it was 3.5 hours long, for God's sake. I don't know. But yes, man on live chat. So he comes in on the bloody live chat, then he comes in on an audio call. Bloody hell, man. And he phoned me yesterday morning on the way to Fun World. Says what she needs to, then hangs up straight away. Yeah, he's on his car hands-free there, I think it is. Sounds the same sort of sounds that it has with it when he does phone like that. Whereas if I speak to him on the office phone, it's a bit different. But then again, it's normally computer now with a video call. You'll be confused as your stream title is one date and the date they've... Ripped! Commander! Back off. He's a son of a... It says January the 16th, 2026. Don't give me that. And I know from checking my bloody YouTube that it still says that on the title of the video. So don't be trying it on, you little git. Just give me your cats and off you go. Likes the old kitties, does Commander. Right, while we're here then, any questions from fans that you hopefully want to get an answer from? Do you think I could answer something that you've got a question about? I know there's been some in the chat of us, obviously with the metallics and this and that. Anybody want to see Resurrection Mass? Anybody want to see Tagged Fearsome Faces? Anybody want to see something that's behind me green screen that I've got a not too bad access to? Do you want to see HHN? Do you want to see anything before I go, or shall we just call it an end? You should know you ramble by now. It's been years. Yes. Well, he doesn't speak to me for that long, only that one time on the interview. So when he sees a stream, I think he just assumes it's an hour, 90 minutes with whether me, Nate, or anyone else. Am I going to do a giveaway? I'll bloody give away you bloody Mr. Ripped. I got nothing to give away, man. And no, this ain't up for grabs either. That's a historic mask in some ways, that is. Shame it's not bloody screen used, but still. Need a classic glow EU mask. That's true, that's true. I want to see them in person, send them my way. Yeah, I bet. I suppose that's the reason why a lot of collectors are not willing to ship and share rare stuff with people. Can't just get lost. Yeah, it can just get lost at any time. Look at what happened to my box in May 2022. Do you think we'll ever get an aged Stu Macker mask? Possibly not. Possibly not. The reason I say that, again, I'm not a Funworld employee, you know that. I've not got authorization or anything daft, but the reason I think we possibly won't is because there's only slight, small similarities. So they'll probably just look at it in the way of saying, well, retailer's going to look at that, say it's an age mask, that's an age mask, what's the damn difference? While we'll know the difference, they won't care. So if there's something out there that's already resembling an age mask, whether it's a Stu or a Billy, they don't care. So I wouldn't see it be as sort of singled out type, unfortunately. Not unless it's a custom by a fan, which obviously many have been done. I think that's the only way they're going to come. That's just my opinion. So again, I'm not Funworld staff, you know that. What's your number one mask? What you class as having in your collection? We all got favourites for other reasons. What is yours? Bollocks. HHN Resurrection special mask that I can't fully show. This one, my Tag Fantastic, originally off Douglas. Where's he been lately, Douglas? Drown Boy Productions, where's he been? I haven't seen him in ages. But yeah, Tag Fantastic off Douglas. This Fantastic, that's obviously originally untagged with me. HHN Resurrection, the one I can't fully show. But out of them, it would be one of them basically. Gold hooded masks, you know them as well. Gold hood white mask, gold hood flesh mask, gold hood gold mask. Shit, I don't know which one. It'd probably be... Bollocks, even me Tagged Fearsome, for God's sake. I don't know. Did you get the Blacklight Sparkle Shroud costume from... No. We don't get entirely the same range over here. Most of the people that sell stuff over here get probably even most of the range, but not every single piece of it. Sometimes. So some of these Blacklight Sparkle and the Spirit exclusives, we don't get them. That's an American thing, isn't it? It's not a British thing. So yeah, we do miss out on some unless we've got that trustable collector in the US. They say, right, I'll get you some mass over here, whatever you're after, which isn't a struggle for US fans, to be honest. And then they say, well, if you've got some of them, or even if they're just trading with each other, well, you want to trade for this, you get me a couple of them and then we'll call it quits, you know, or give you some cash on top. What's this? So yeah, number one mask, Ghostface Collector. I don't know. One of them lot. Like, I love HHNs, you know. But Fantastics, you just can't beat them in many ways. Even Fearsomes, Gen 2s, the particular look, and even in some of the scenes, like in the car when the car's been crashed, just that camera pan down the face. Oh, look at that mask! Look at that mask! Just a beauty. Some Gen 2s are better than Gen 1s in the overall look on film. That's my opinion, you know. Whereas the Sydney Attack mask is beautiful, you know. The wiping the mask in Stu's mum's bedroom, that's a beautiful. Tatum Death Scene mask, RDS, they've all got the good things. Sorry, Triple Cripple, we're keeping you up, mate. Got an iron, Screen 4 jeans and boots, the same type used in the movie, not screen used. Well, it doesn't matter. If it's screen used, it'd be just they're collecting dust, wouldn't they? At least you can get some use out of the others if you're going to cosplay it. I haven't seen them in a long time. UK doesn't get many exclusives, which is unfortunately true. Work at Spirit next year, try to pick up some duplicates. Please do, please do. Brilliant about Barry's house, should get some bricks from the front garden wall. Yeah, we did, you know, Mr. Sen, with regards to Barry's, the alleyway, the sides of it, we've been told something from the workmen working on the house, and in the bricks there's actually inscribed with a knife Wayne, and there's another name, Sally Ann, which is a neighbour on the street at the time, and Wayne and Sally Ann had got to talk and be friends, and many other little things that are coming from this information from the renovated house. So more to come, Squire, more to come. Jigsaw seems only around Halloween time, really. You have to upload once ever so often to keep monetization. Yeah. But yeah, UK does miss out on quite a bit. Whether it's the main distributor of Palmer Agencies, whether it's Wicked Costumes, whether it's one called Smithies, which I'm not keen on personally. We don't get everything. We don't get everything. Used to have a white shroud many moons ago before I was a fan collector. No idea the value of such a mass. Yeah, still kicking myself thinking why I gave it away. Few $100 now, one of them, if more. Do you think get a reissue that's 3D scanned of the Scream 6 stage mask? I wouldn't think you need a 3D scan of it because it was their mould in the first place. They'd made the age masks and just says, here's some of them for your set. And then they used them. But I did wonder why the age got I did wonder at first why the age mask got created when we had a zombie that was really similar. But I was thinking, well, the zombie, again, you can adjust the paint on it if it's custom for a film, or the set can, you know, the crew members can customise them, can't they? Look at what Nate says about the Scream 7 mask. Jesus, there's some of them with so many mods inside, you can't believe they get the damn mask on the head. What those mods are, will we ever find out? But this is the thing, when you start finding out stuff, it gets replicated, then it becomes less valuable, and then it just creates nothing but problems. Same with some of the modifications from previous Scream films, more so 1, 2 and 3, you know. There's things in those masks that only the owners of those masks know, or some of the crew members. I don't know, man. But I mean, 3D scanning's one thing. But yeah. Like, I saw a mask the other day pop up on a video call. I said, what the hell was that? And it was, yeah, another video call. Don't worry, that's not what you think. But you know, there's collectors out there with so many different types, but it doesn't always mean they broadcast them. Some of them like to just keep it quiet so they don't get badgered and asked about things. One thing I always get asked about the most is 2017 EUs, because I've still got about 7 or 8 of them. And I'm like, no, I'm just keeping them for now. Unfortunately for you lot, but yeah. Did you ever see a video of Dave Sheridan? Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. Doofy. Mr. Sheridan showing some of the screen used. Yeah, he did casts of them, didn't he? A couple of them, I believe. Didn't Douglas get one? Drown Boy Production. A couple of people have come across them, haven't they? Been selling them or what have you. Have a 2023 zombie, great paint job, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, zombies variated so many times throughout the years. First arriving in 2011, then disappearing for a while, then coming back. Same with the devil face. The devil face only exists because of Dead by Daylight. Did you not know that? Dead by Daylight reinvigorated the interest in devil face, hence it was produced again. So 2017 saw devil face, skelly face, and hard plastic PU white ghost face masks, and they didn't do well. I've still got some 2017 devils on purpose. I kept them back, some skellies, not many whites. I let too many of them go to Clive, Burtbench Designs, but still, devil didn't have the interest. Wasn't much received at first. I'm surprised that even retailers had it. Just saw it as a new type, said sod it, we'll try it, I suppose. I'm guessing, I say assumption on this one. But yeah, then Dead by Daylight had it in the game. Little costume with it, bang. It bloody took off. But yeah. Yes, Mr. Cut Too Deep there, Richie. I've really shown him masks. I'm still to believe that Richie owns a flip-up mask. He's always said he's got them, but I've never seen them. I've got a flip-up, but it's not fully there. It's 95% my flip-up. I think Douglas has got a full intact flip-up, hasn't he? But yeah, every zombie from 2010 to current. See, it's either 19 or 20 zombies were almost impossible. I don't think they did them. Then they come back in whatever year it was, 21, 22. Viper face, really cool. Yeah, one of the Frank McGovern ones, Viper. There's a few collectors in UK stay under the radar, mega collections. Yeah. There's still a few out there puts out the pictures. I mean, my Instagram, I hardly ever use it. But if you go on there, there's some bloody rare masks. There's some very rare masks. One of them that seems to get the attention is the pink K&B from Clive for whatever reason. But would be the most expensive mask. The most expensive mask ever sold was in recent months. I believe it was the most ever in recent history, at least. It was a mask from Scream 1, which was auctioned off. I think it was Premier Props, I can't remember. But recently auctioned off, went for almost $250,000. And that was something as used in Scream 1. So the 1996 Scream, the first one. Must at least 8 or 9 devil ghosts. Oh, my devils, it goes on and on. I'm double figures of devils easily. 30 maybe. I always like to get things in twos, it's just how it is. But I don't know. I got an inclination to get me bloody fearsome out, but it's behind the screen. I just want to look at me fearsome for some reason. But just checking on my own site now. Don't forget there was the bronze metallic, that's another rare mask. You had a deluxe hooded red metallic, that was an EU stamp, thinking of the question earlier. There was a silver one done as a tester, there was a purple one done as a tester. Metallics were done at one time with deluxe hoods and decided against it, so now I will not bother. But one of the ones that always gets attention is TD mask as well, the reshoot. I don't know. Must have released the 8 or 9 devils. I think the last mask I've shown was a mask I added autographs to. Yeah, I remember that, Mr. Rich. 2 K&B Clive masks if interested, pink and white. I've got both of them. I've got pink and white. 30th anniversary mask. Yeah, Beth Simpson. Someone's after a K&B replica of Clive's. Beth Simpson's got 2 available. If she's getting rid, at least. Confirm that with Beth. So with the 30th anniversary mask, is the hood confirmed to be attached to the mask, or does it just come with it? If attached, doesn't that make it inaccurate? Depends, because Fantastics came in a couple of forms, didn't they? So they're basically saying that it's going to be an anniversary hood, but this type of shroud is already in consideration for a future type, so another one, as in tassels at the side of the head. So that's what it says on the official text from RJ. It's going to be like a mix. So the reason the hood's like that is because it's in honour of the 30th anniversary of Scream, and the Gen 1 replica recreation, whatever, is basically that's the 30th anniversary. Oh, it's over 30 years, isn't it, of the Gen 1. But still, don't let that make your positive disappear. Let it be continued positive, because this version of original Shroud is already in the thinking and the background stages. Right, we're looking at this as well. So don't let it put you off. I'm sure that what comes out for the recreated 30th anniversary Fantastic, can't even talk, will be fine. And yes, there may be people that buy a couple just to take a shroud off and re-shroud to their leisure, that's their business. Just remember that you're doing that to your own mask, that's your responsibility. But don't see it as a bad thing, because again, it's already in consideration, already being looked at. They do know that fans like things a particular way. So why it's gone this way the first time, I don't know. But still, it's already being looked at as we speak. Funworld are in so much going on, as RJ continues to say. And that is honestly so true. The amount of times, if I have a video call with him, and he'll mute the microphone, someone's coming, they've asked him a question, someone else is coming, there's something else to ask about, something else is coming, because there's just so much happening. And that's figures, that's handmade robots, that's masks, that's costumes, that's everything. So don't worry, don't let this 30th anniversary shroud put you off getting it. Just get it. If you got to reshroud it or find someone to reshroud it, fine, that's your business. But don't see it as a bad thing, please. Just concentrate on the mask if you have to. Look at that mask, look at what it's like. Again, I don't know whether it's multi-dot, small dot, splotch, double dimple, we don't know what it's based off. But still, don't let it get you. Just keep a positive mind. Remember, there's more coming. The ones that make me wonder are the ones that other companies will be doing more in the future as well. What other companies, what they're doing? What is it? Maybe one day an email will come and say, right, can you do a video chat, and we get to announce it. We'll have to see. That's what happened this time. But that's to Kyle. Yeah, don't let it get you, mate. Don't let it get you. Need to make my own K&B in latex Gen 1, since I heard that those are still visible in the movie. Apparently the scene where Ghostface is running in Casey's house, in one scene where it appears. And yeah, this is something I'd like to have a lot of confirmed information about, rather than possible guesswork or possible assumption. Not saying you're wrong, not saying you're this. I'm just saying, yeah, sometimes I'd love to just have some bloody good crew member that's got a hell of a good memory say, oh yeah, that's true, that, yeah. Like Lee Waddell, what does he remember? See if we can get him on one day. Is that right? There was a white metallic. White sparkle metallic. They were reject masks. Wasn't meant to get out the factory. I've still got one or two, I think it is. So, yes, a while ago, a fan who you may know on here as either CB Studios or Kurt Eubank in Australia, and Kurt saw some masks on eBay down in Odos. G'day, mate. I know it's bad, innit? But Kurt saw listings on eBay. So Kurt says, I'll buy some metallics. And he had listings for metallics and a white mask, and he brought all of them, all types, if I remember correct. And he messaged me for the first time back then. He says, what's all this? I said, what have we got here? He says, the stickers of all the back of the header. There were stickers. I said, what do you mean there's stickers? And he showed me these pictures, and all the stickers were black stickers over all the copyright text, all the logos. I was like, what the hell was this? And there was overspray of a sparkle on many of these masks, or green overspray on the green metallic, blue overspray on the blue, and so on, purple. And on the white masks, there was this white mask, smaller mould. It was a smaller raised EU stamp mould, like the gold hooded masks, and it had a white sparkle to it. I was like, what the hell is this? White sparkle metallic? And that's why it just got nicknamed. But there was only a few there, and he ordered more and they didn't come. There was all different masks after that. But he had this sort of small batch of what looked to be rejects, and the reason they looked to be rejects is they were sent to Funworld and said, right, look, RJ, I've got this mask fan sending you masks. Why? I says, well, you and Alan, as in Alan Gellert, you need to look at these, tell me what's going on. Why, what's the matter? I sent him all the pictures, said, look at these, all the copyrights sticking out, all the logos are sticking out, there's overspray, there's white sparkles, there's metallics with different sprays. What's going on? And of course they finally get there. They look at him and Alan, say, yeah, these are ours, but why have they even got out of the factory? Those rejects. So there was a white sparkle metallic, as it was nicknamed, but that's all it was. It was mass that shouldn't have come out, did get out, went on eBay, sold, and there wasn't many of them. So that's the story there. Right, let's have a look. That was the Ghostface Collect 6005. Tarn Moor. Remember seeing a cryptic gauze mask way back at the Haunted Hayride in Warrington? Yes, this is where they were found, one of 1,000 made at the time. It was a Spooky World Farm, was hung on a tree. I wonder where that ended up. Yes, only 1,000 made at the time. When I originally said to RJ that some fan had found one and sent him pictures, it's like, how did you find this? I was like, I didn't, somebody else did. But yes, cryptic gauze are re-released in recent years. You can still get them today. Have a look online, cryptic gauze Ghostface. It's out there again. Love my K&B, says Triple Cripple. White Shrouds will ever have a chance again? I wouldn't say no personally. I'd always say to RJ, what about these? You did them before. What again? Mass retailers. They might just say, well, what's the difference? It's just a different odd book of it. We want the white standard one. You never know. You never know. Where is your mask signed? Oh, where's the mask signed by all the heads of Fun World? It's in a storage box behind the green screen. It's a bit of a sod to get to, Rich, unfortunately. Yeah, the Tag Fantastic on the back of the header, signed by Alan, RJ and Stanley. And unfortunately, as you may know, we've lost Stanley. So you're not going to get them signed by the same people again. Sen, the Vauxhall Corsa you had was a belting motor used to rag to it. Yes, I know. That's gone to another owner down in Gloucester. He's revamped it and turned it into a GSI. You know that. New paint, side skirts, body kit, bumpers, everything. It's all been redone, Squire. Mirrors. It's even got red top engine in it. And that's true, honestly, I'm not messing. I said to him when he brought it, I says, give me updates please. I want to see what it looks like. And yeah, it's beautiful. Still going, man, still going. He's got a personal plate on it now as well. He's also got a white Nova done in the same way. Like a GTE or a GSI, I forget which one. I don't know. But yeah, Mr. Ritchie, the Tag Fantastic is behind me. This one I've just got out because it was easier to get out. The splotchy. I'm fine with the anniversary shrouds as long as they don't stain the vinyl. You should be fine, don't worry. That's something that's long been dealt with, as far as I'm aware. Appreciate the info, it'll be awesome. Yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Yeah, there's a lot of people already. I've seen it on Nate Stream. Negative. Don't worry about it. There's already consideration for the next one. Don't worry. Give it time. The only thing RJ says at the time on a chat the other day says it's got to have the appeal. It's got to have the appeal to the retailer. Say, look, this is special for this reason. That's why I should buy it, and they're going to be after it. And they go, oh right, okay. And then they say, what's special? And they'll tell them this. Oh. Right, we'll have a box of those then, we'll have 2 boxes, we'll have 10 boxes of them, and then next thing you know, there's a chain of the sods and they all want them. Doctor Who Design, how you doing, Mr. Squire? I remember you. Love the race stamp. Yeah, race stamp's okay. It's just a smaller mask. But what about those recent EUs? Not seeing much of that in the chat, I'm quite surprised. What they call them, the BEUs, the bigger EUs. I was going through my boxes the other day, putting me Ghostface sticker on them from my website. Anything that I want to keep in the collection, I put the sticker on the header or on the label inside the mask or wherever it can go. And yeah, I got me BEUs out, sent from Carry On, Screen Fan 1990 last year. I was like, Jesus, there's not much of a difference, you know, it's only slight. Only slight. I was looking at them up and down, I was like, yeah, not much of a difference. Granted, there's another type. But yeah, not as bad as I thought with regards to the comments on sizing online. They always think, oh, they're massive. Like, they're not massive. They're okay. There's only a little difference in the size. I'm just going to get a box of masks. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Oh, it's true. Yes, Mr. Collect 6005. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. If you see anything move, don't worry. Oh, I've got it. Oh dear. It's been a while. Get in the centre of the screen, there we go. It's been a while, but I want to look at some masks. What we got in here? Oh yes, what's this? There you go. Originally one of 6, but now there's about 50 of them made. The blue powder ghost face. There you go. This came from Jordan Pearl, or Jordan Pearl as it looks to be spelled, but it's Jordan Pearl. Lanyard. Collectible sticker. I think it's t-shirt. Some things I just keep boxed or in the sleeve, shall we say. What's this one? What is this? Oh, number 5, there you go. Resurrection. There's one thing with the Resurrection mask which I question now after Scream 5 and 6. With the Resurrection, did they do the ultra white trick by cutting the mouth, stuffing it in the bottom of the mask with Resurrection? I wonder if they ever did that with these. What we got here? Sorry, we can let you go if you need to, that's okay. I understand people have got lives to go to. But Ghostface Collects, we've just got to trust the process. 110% RJ do. He will do his best for the collectors, honestly. He does appreciate the fact that we have that passion for it. It's just we got to get the mass retailers to buy that. And realise that there's specialty items. At the end of the day, there's specialty items in all walks of life and bloody categories of collectibles. So why shouldn't it, appeal, for God's sake? G-Ballsify at work, catch up later. Thank you for watching, young man. Young lady, I don't know what gender we've got with that username, no offence. Thank you. Got to go to the Spirit flagship again this year when they open. 2024, found a few sample masks they use for the planogram. Ah, okay, behind all the others on the shelves. Ethan6581, found a ton of Big EU stamp masks in 24, didn't find any in 25. Still cool to get a new mask type, even if it's a super minor. Yeah, it's only. Yeah. Oh bloody hell! Here he goes. Look who's back. Resurrection mask says, "Shut it, Mr. Cloud." Shut up. Is it that one? Oh, there you go. It's in here. MTV edition number 5. It's backwards on that, and it's just flipped the other way around. Yeah, just thinking what mask is on top, because if it's another one I'll get told off for showing it. Oh, there it is. I can see the one that we've got to be careful with. And that was also put inside it as well, MTV edition. Favourite English tosser, aren't you nice? Prick. For anyone that missed the last stream where we could reveal certain masks, we can do it again now. Remember these? Blood spatter. More so done in the style of The Face of Fear, which was RJ's book. And these are tagged Jan to March 2017, although they were made at a different time. But again, this is your Race Stamp EU. And Metallics went to this mould at one point as well. Metallics were actually on those rather than the EUs. That's what they went to. But yeah, some of you would have seen them before on the other stream. You got a HHN. Yes, just in this box. Number 248 and number 11 out of 250. Do you prefer the shape of the mask when they have the ultralight stuffed in them? For filming purposes, yes, but collection purposes, no. Leave the mask as it is. Just show it, you cow. Nah, I can't, man, because it'll be replicated within 2 minutes, and we got trouble then. But yeah, these pink and white blood spatters were just tester masks. So there's one of them that's one of two. There's one that's one of one. What's this one? Yeah, test one of one. So the pink one, that's the only one of the tester blood splat. And this was one of two. I'm just going to check inside the mask now just to make sure. Yeah, one of two. TFOF, no mercy. TFOF is the face of fear. So yeah. The mask that you're not allowed to see. Again, don't worry, because what you just seen you won't be able to get no information from. Not in a nasty way, but I've got to be careful. There you go, here's your bronze metallic we mentioned earlier. Deluxe hood. Black and red tag. Original metallic tag, that one, basically. Although super early ones came on ASIS tags. 1 of 6. Oh, that's the one Richie was on about, Cut Too Deep. That's the other one that was signed by 4 people. Stanley Allen R. Jane West. 1 of 6 in the world. That was one of the original first proper version deluxe masks, collector's edition. That's how they should have all been. Because there's no problems with it whatsoever. A little thin on the mesh, but still, as long as you take it easy, it's okay. Here's your HHN. See, I did show it, you coward. I did show it. Ah, dear. Race Stamp Ultra, yeah, Race Stamp Ultra White, is that what you call them? Ultra Stamps are known for having stampless chins, Ultra Whites. But yeah, still, the smaller ones. Look at them beauties, wait. What can't you show again? Yeah, I can't show the full mask. There's something descriptive on it, should we say? I don't know what you can call it. It's okay, it's just an EU mask. It's just the thicker, it's a bit like a HHN, it's thicker run. More stiff, not as bendy and flexible, but still. Nice mask. Different style hood as well. Well, sort of. It's still poly hood, just it's like a deluxe mask, but in poly rather than the meshy type of material. Wonder what real difference we find on the new 30th editions. Yeah, so do I. Few difference from each other for using different. Depend. You know what? I think if they're going to make them, it will just be one factory. Remember, there's factory in Foshan. That's the one that does the EUs and the HHNs in the past, and the Resurrections and the quality masks, as I call them. But yeah, what's this one? This number 11? Yeah, it's got a little number 11 just there. See it? Remember, it's backwards. But yeah, number 11. So this is HHN. Oh, there you go. Tell he's been folded for a while. I'll come back a bit so you can see it all. HHN. So yeah, I can smell the vanilla. Oh, beauty. So 11 of 250. I forget, this was sent for a particular reason with RJ a while ago now. And he says, oh, I gave you 11 so you'd have an early number. I says, okay. But the only confusing thing with the HHNs is, why were some numbered and not all of them? Should have been all of them. It is what it is. But really decent, neat, precise paint job on that. Same with the Resurrection. Have I ever got one without the eye holes cut? No. No. I think it's Carrie Ann. She got one. I can't remember if it was a zombie or a metallic. It's one of them where the whole mouth was just unpainted. It was just, I think it was a blue metallic. It was just blue metallic all the way down. So I'm going to keep that. What's this? Oh, there you go. RDS bib style. Beloved mass right there. I don't know what are these things in the chat? You know, the little crown icons with number 2, number 3. What's that mean? This one's so flat to the bag you don't have to take it out. RDS bib style. See the strap at the back there. From Carrie Ann, I think that was. And then we got a standard RDS somewhere. What's this? Oh, I don't know. This is a. He's got to go. Look, he's got to go. Sorry, mate. We're rambling too long, aren't we? Yeah, we got one with the IOS cassette. Ghostface Collect 6005. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Been a pleasure. Watch your stream. Nice to see you back. Catch you later. See you soon, young man. There you go. Black Tag ASIS. Obviously the green on the mask is because of the green thing with the green screen, the filter that's on. Black Tag ASIS. With the beautiful, I don't know if you can even see it. Because of the filter as well. I know it's not green, but it's just a bit pixely. But yeah, it's there, Fun World div. What's this? Oh, yes. Let's have a look. Just catch up with your comments. Alan Snyder, I had a thought. Well, I thought it would be pretty cool if Fun World sold a super high quality vinyl blank EU mask with no paint nor a shroud, and you would get to paint and shroud it yourself. Possibly. Think of the bib style, that RDS bib style. There's nothing to it, it's just the bloody mask that's painted with a strap. So yeah, similar thing, isn't it? Even all them years ago on the old RDSs. But yeah, imagine a blank where you could just, well, I'll do it pink. I want to do it with a yellow mouth. You want to do it with this? It's your choice. Pulling out some of the masks as well, just to look. Hey, Mr. Bartron. Yes. There's another box of masks underneath this box. Your Tag Fearsome you sent me is in there. Did he only make one of the golden hood masks that you have in the background? Oh, the ones in the background on the... Yes, on the image here. So, the gold on gold was originally one of 5 in the world. And then for some reason an odd number was added to them, another 4, so it's one of 9 in the world. And a couple of them were raffled off at the Texas Frightmare Convention in 2015, and RJ was in attendance there. Again, he said on his statement he didn't do many shows, but he did in 2015. He didn't do many shows, but he did that one. Then on the image you've got a gold hood. The next one in from the gold one is the gold hood with the flesh coloured mask, which is aka the rose coloured mask. So some will say rose colour, some will say flesh colour. Personally I think it's a flesh colour because it is quite similar. That's a 1 of 1. Next to that on the image behind, gold hood, white mask. 1 of 1 again, raised stamp EU. On those masks in the background on the golds, there are differences in the moulds. So they're all raised stamp EUs, but there's 2 different types. 2 of them are the same, 1 of them's an odd one out. So again, little differences. This one, you got my old sticker on there, look here. Ghostface.co.uk there. This is one of the ones that confuse fans, because some fans recently come across some of these a few months ago. And these were the ones from the time of Scream 4, which were deluxe collector's editions, but on the wrong tag. So these are April to June 2010. I don't know if it'll focus. There you go, not too bad. April to June 2010, 9206S. S is always for the Scream. And then they had the item number on the front. Oh, so you got the R with the ghost face there as well. I know this camera's chopped down a bit because of the green screen, but still. And this is when they first started putting official manufacturer dates on, with the 2010s onwards. So the item 93229, as stickered on the front, was in reference to the collector's edition mask, and this mask was so early, it was before they did the new tags. And a lot of these were sent to the Scream 4 set, reshrouded, etc. But yes, a lot of these were seen in a box and even on hangers in the Next Chapter bookstore in Scream 4. There you go. And EU stamped, vanilla smelling, and basically for an early run of collector's edition, this seemed to be a decent quality as well. With some of the first edition collector's editions, the hoods would tear easy when trying on, which I did to my own mask, which I was gutted about. And then I got it sewn up by the ex's mum, which was a bloody good job as well. But yeah, oh no. That was on the 1 of 6 mask, the one that's signed by Wes, Alan, Stanley and RJ. I was like, twat, what have you just done? Not good. Yes, Mr. Bartron, I just shown it a minute ago. Still have that one mask from years ago you're not allowed to show. Yeah, I did show it. There's it is in the previous stream as well. There's just something on it that will make it replicated, and for that reason I can't show the full face. And it's not that easy to see, to be honest, but if it is seen, then it's going to be out there. It's like, yeah, just leave it. Just don't even bother. There you go, HHN again, but number 248. And then what's this? Prototype Skelly. Look at this. Prototype Skelly. A lot more black, a lot more detail with this one because it's the sample mask. And this is like the other sample mask. You remember the sample mask, the 25th anniversary Sparkle Hood a few years ago? It's like a print on the front and a print on the back. It's not a tag folded over, and you got like a dodgy bit at the top, like a blue dotted line. You got the blue dotted line ones, and you got the ones that are just two sandwiched together. This is a blue dotted line one. And again, look, early rendition, item number in the top rather than a price. And then you got a 2017 manufacture there. And it does try and focus. But it's 2017. But yeah, sample Skelly. Matte black paint as well. Sample Skelly face. And trust me, when you see it up close, it just, with the amount of black in it and the lines and the cracks, it's similar to the Aged. Obviously that's well before the Aged, but it's so similar. And then, last but not least, Glow HHN. Doesn't look too much different to the non-Glow HHN, to be honest. Seen nice paint job, but it's got the yellowy finish like an Asda Glow, if you remember them. Which in more recent time appeared as Spirit Glows, you remember? A couple of years ago. Let's just check the comments. I think I'll let you go in a minute. I've got to put these back in the box. There's another box underneath. But I don't know. Just felt like going through a couple of masks. Not trying to boast, not trying to say, look what I've got. I'm not trying to be nasty. Just letting you see a few masks. Where are we going? I know it probably cause security issues would never happen, but it'd be cool if they gave out ghost face masks when Scream 7 comes out in theatres for like the first 2 days. I don't know, I don't know what they think of that these days. I mean, look at, Scream 2 obviously stabbed, but it's a written scene, that's how it's meant to go. But yeah, imagine if we could do that. Be bloody brilliant. Still have to find a Skelly face. I think I've still got the odd ones in a couple of boxes or two. All this behind me that you can't see with the green screen. Honestly, there's so many storage boxes. There's a couple of deluxe collector's editions I can't bloody find, which is concerning. A couple of glows with blue dots, but I need to see where they are. Look at the Skelly. We should bring it back as an yeah, imagine Skelly as an EU. That'd be nice, that. Got one the light up mask with that blue line sample tag. Ah, yes. It's like a dotted line all the way across. You can't see it much on the camera, even if I put it up close or put a light on it, you don't see much. More glowy U's. Yeah, I mean, non-glowy U's were sought after in the early 2000s. God, everyone wanted them. Got mine for a lucky price on eBay, again in a box behind. But yeah, the glow ones were just everywhere, weren't they? Black and red tags. ASIS on the header, didn't really matter. Just showing you the collection. Well, not the collection, it's only a tiny bit, but these are more the special mass. EU on the side of her face. Yeah, my cinemas or multiplexes or whatever you want to call them, they're funny these days. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff that happens these days, but in 2022 when Scream 5 came and I went to the screening, there was a problem. So not only did they have this overweight Ghostface walking down the aisle to go to the screen, but it was 11 o'clock in the morning and there wasn't many people in there. 11 o'clock in the morning, Nottingham, there's not many people give a shit, unfortunately, even if it is a new release. And I went in and there's 6 people, if that was it. So I went all the way to the back on my own, no one else on the back. A couple of people, a few from the first row, a couple more further past them, and then one woman on her own, stupidly enough, in the middle. And I just looked at them going up, see if there's a reaction. They're just a couple of smiles, nodding at the head. I thought, yeah, leave it be, not going to do anything. Had my fake knife, which was a stab knife by Mr. Barzilia, so it's a green plastic knife, you can see it's not real. And yeah, this woman got it on her. I'm going to go complain to the staff. So she didn't say that, but that's what she did. So I sat down, she kept looking round in paranoia, thinking I was going to kill her or do something. I didn't screen Ghost. So yes, basically she then went to the cinema staff, complained, says there's a chap in there, he's making me uncomfortable, blah blah blah. And when I saw the staff coming up the stairs towards me, I took the mask off. I says, mate, we're not doing anyone, not bothering anything. What's the matter? Oh yeah, she's had a moan, she's not coming back in. Says, well, if she's not coming back in, what's the problem? They don't care. No, keep the mask off, mate. I says, well, why? It's ugly underneath, isn't it? No. Very funny, yeah, but keep the mask off. So they ruined it for me. And then an hour or so later, the film ruined it for me with Dewey. I was like, you bastards. Bastards. I'll never forgive him for that. Never forgive him. Love letter to Wes. Goff. Love letter to Wes, my arse. You messed it up doing that. If that had been me, in control of Scream 5, I'd have said, you know what, we're having a difference here. This time, you're going to see something you've never seen before. Can't even get the words out. You're going to see something you've never seen before. So that scene with Dewey, if me, I'd have changed it straight away. So, this is what's going to happen. We're going to fuck him up. What do you mean? So Dewey goes up, bang, shoots him in the head. Dewey isn't dead. Shoots him in the head. So now, that's messed up the killer's plans, hasn't it? You've never seen it before, it's never happened before. What if a killer was killed without the story and the motive revealed? The other partner then had to do it, because they got something they didn't expect and didn't plan for, where Dewey just went, sod it, bang, straight in the middle of the head, just like Mrs. Loomis, just like Billy, just like Roman. Kill the bastard, pull the mask up, oh look, it's Amber. Surprisingly enough, it's Amber. What are you going to do now? And then see how the rest of the film panned out. That's what I would have done if I was in charge. And Dewey would have survived. They'd have made it to the end just like the rest of them. And yeah, you've got your take on it. You would have done this, you'd have done that, and it was this. Another one said, oh, it's devil's advocate, they had to do it. I don't care. That's what I would have done. Kill the bastard halfway in the film, surprise everyone, didn't see it coming, no end reveal. You've got to get now the info from the remaining killer or killers, if there was even another. That's what I would have done. You imagine that? Never seen before, never done before, still not done before. How many times you see a Scream film, they kill the killer halfway through because they've got smart and know what the bastard's going to do? You don't see it. That's what I would have done. Let me look at the comments. But they'd never seen it coming, would they? They'd never see it. There's your mystery. And then, yeah, so what if the other ending and another killer, one or two of them are there, and then they have to explain, so what? Yeah, but you got to reverse your bastard. So what? Teaching you a bloody lesson. This is where the Roman shot in the head should have come sooner and quicker and faster in Scream 5. Bang. Don't give them the chance, just shoot the bastard. They're knocked out on the floor, do it anyway. The end of Scream 2 was Sid. Just in case, bang. Just in case. That's what he should have done. Bro had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knife, she still can play. It's true, honestly, it's true. She went out, she says not going back in. I said, yeah, keep her out. Fuck her. And that ain't me, I'm not nasty. But I did nothing to her. I did nothing, I didn't lunge at her. I didn't do a noise at her. I didn't put the knife up and pretend to stab and then get to me. I just walked up, look, yeah, nod. Carry on. Sit down. Done. Didn't do nothing to threaten her whatsoever. She still felt like something was going to happen. I was like, where's she been going to see films? What's happened to her before? I'd love to know where she is now. I said, what was your fucking problem? Why? I sat down and kept myself to myself, even though I was dressed as I was. What's the problem? How many masks do you think we're going to get for Scary Movie 6? Well, judging from the first one having 7 different types and only 4 used, I would suspect, and emphasise the word suspect, maybe there's 3 or 4 types, maybe 2 or 3 used. I suspect, I don't know. I'd love to see the Scary Movie Killer Mask return, because they've got the master. Has it been done? God knows. Would they use the master? Would they risk the master? Would they 3D scan that? I don't know. Imagine that. Alright, 3D scan it, we'll make another one. Ooh, okay. But yeah, have they? I don't know, man. But thinking it's 26 years later and things have changed and movies have changed and even, the Wayans have finally got back to it and, going back where they should be in one of those films. I mean, Hot Chicks was Hot Chicks, the other things they did was the other things they did, but they just shined in scary movies, didn't they? Even Greg, the character Greg, the one that was knife cut on the I Know What He Did Last Summer sort of reenactment, you remember? I forget his real name now, but he did Cliff O'Malley in Dead Man on Campus. Remember that film? That's a brilliant film. I love that film. You can just suck my quiet cock. That one's not beer. I've watched it recently, can you tell? I think that would have been interesting if they did it in Scream 6, where one of them is dead, they have to change. But yeah, this is the thing, you see, never been done, has it? Never been done. Or even at the end of the movie, Sid gets another call, there's a second or third killer, yeah. Saying that, how many of you know about the Scream 2 ending that was cancelled, Now, I'm not on about the rewrites, not on about the script leak, I'm on about the bit where it pans past the tower of the college, and you're meant to be seeing a ghost face there like that, in which there are pictures in magazines, books and publications. Who was that ghost face if he was there, still in the edit, Who was that? Was that Roman? Was that someone else? Was that Angelina originally, Who was it? Was it Stu, as they keep saying? Stu's dead. Forget it, man. I don't know what to say, honestly. To me, personally, my belief as a Scream Ghostface fan, Stu's dead. And he's even on an interview recently. Oh, you put a telly on my head, I'll get up from it, I'll show you. It's like, yeah, but we can't do that, can we? But still, that was the reality of the first Scream. It was believable. Because once the killers had gone, the killers had gone. With those two in particular, at least. Billy and Stu were dead, that's it, done. Scream 2, Mickey and Mrs. Loomis, dead, done. Roman Bridger, dead, done. It's confusing for Scream 7, of course, but they're done. They're dead. You can't come out from a bullet in the head. You're gone, you're finished. I don't care if a TV went on, he could have survived. No, he's dead. That's my opinion. Just my opinion. What is the brand of that tagging gun? I don't know. Cheap shit, I think, yeah. Let me just catch up with this chat, I'll get it in a sec. I've always said this, yes, see if he gets another call. I think that would be interesting, yes, Scream 6. Honestly, I thought there was another rule of Fun World where the mask is not allowed to have a bullet shot on it or be broken in any way. I don't know, news to me, that one. I've always heard the decapitation and the rape scene, but I've not heard that one. Good to see you back doing lives. That's alright, Mr. Ghost. It's not I don't want to do them, it's just I wanted something to tell you on them, you know. I could ramble on for hours about a mask, but who wants to see that? Even if you're a new collector, you'd be bloody asleep in the first 8 minutes. Still want a mask from Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday 13th. Good luck with that one. Not easy from what I believe in recent years. But yeah, brand of the tagging gun, I'll have a look. Favourite set pick of Ghostface, one from Scream 4, sitting on top of the roof. Yeah. You seen that one? That's Dane Farwell, that is. Where he's sat there looking down. That's what, I swear that's what RJ posted, a picture like that when we found out we lost Wes. And they just sort of said it all, didn't it? Like, oh, you know. It wasn't a good time. In any shape, way or form. Let me look at this tagging gun. QIDA. Again, this was just eBay or Amazon or something. Oh, you're not going to see it because of the filter. Get a load of barbs with it. I've already separated all the barbs because you tag a mask and then it pulls to the barb that's still attached when you got them as a little line of them. And you get to take it off the mask and the whole lot want to move. You're like, no, so I just separate them all before. And then tag away. So if they're all separated, it's okay. But yes, QIDA. The best thing you can do is Amazon, eBay, just put tagging gun and look for something similar to that shape-wise, and you can't go wrong. Just go steady if you're going to do it. Me and Lindsay will watch it back. Yeah, by all means, Squire, by all means. Yeah, let's have a look. Made a mess here. Hang on a minute. Jesus Christ, man. We made a hell of a mess. Ooh, we see some good masks in this one. Just when you see those tags, you know it's good. And again, the green with a filter with the green screen. What's this? HN? Oh yes. Even the glow in the dark stickers filtered out. Look at that, man. The star. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's one in here. Ooh. There's one in here from Zach Bartron. I don't know if he's still here. Here's a rarity for you. Look at this. Not super rare, but rare. I'm just looking at the runtime. I've been 2 hours 30 doing this. I think I'll leave you in peace in a minute. I'm not going to take all this box apart. There's a load of ASIS, but I don't want to bore you. And I think a lot of you just want to go back to your lives, which I can understand. So I'll just show you a couple. There you go. ASIS. Again, the green and the glows filtered out with the green screen thing. But this is the one, whereas on the mask, it's not got the cutout to make it symmetrical with the other side of the mask. It's the one where it's sticking out and then curves back in again. You can probably even see that on the general shape, look. Let's try and hold it against something you can see it on. Bloody hell. But yes, this is a Gen 2 ASIS tag. which is a lot rarer in the UK, trust me, on the back there. But this, again, you won't see it. Fun World Div on your ASIS. So very late Gen 2 ASIS tag, more the purple rather than the pink. And the hen's teeth of masks and tags together with regards to particularly UK collectors. For the UK, this is the earliest version mask we got before it got popular from Scream. So if you saw these in the UK, it was after Scream, and these were the sort of last of the earlier masks that we got. We didn't ever have Fantastic Faces or Fearsome Faces with regards to this mask being attached in the UK, to my knowledge. Not perfect, but to my knowledge. We did get Fearsome Faces with other masks on, but not this one. Not commonly, at least. Not commonly. Not well known. But this is, yeah, one of the earlier renditions of a Gen 2 in the UK stock. Emphasise that fact. Fun World Div on the chin. But yeah, not often seen UK. There was one couple of years back now, said Virgin Megastores on the price tag. Same mask, same tag, same mask, type wise. I was like, look at that. And the price was just, he knew what it was. I was like, you sod. The price was just unbelievable. I was like, yeah, you're taking the piss a bit now. No. Don't need BS, mate. You're taking the piss. Even if it is what it is, it's not worth that much. And here we're going very daft. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one. So this was my first ever Fearsome. So these in the UK were rarer. It was too early for me as a collector to find these in the UK, if they ever were, with these tags. I mean, the tag is going to show up with the green missing again, but you can see Fearsome Faces. Even the mask has gone black because of the filter again, look on the camera. But yeah, Fearsome Faces, Fun World Div on the chin. This was a gift. It's a beauty, that one. Beauty. This was a gift from the man in the chat, Zach Bartron. I think he's probably gone now. I think he went, didn't he, if I remember right? I think. If I'm wrong, apologies. There's that many names in and out. In a good way. But yeah, this was a gift. And he says, I'm sending you this mask because of what I've learnt off your site. And this was 10 years ago. 15, 16, somewhere around there. And I says, you haven't put the value of the mask on, have you? He goes, oh yeah. I said, oh no, please. Why? What do you mean? And yeah, the bastards bloody tagged it coming through customs, didn't they? So if you're sending something to the UK, whether it's a bloody Fantastic, whether it's a Fearsome, whether it's whatever, something of vintage value, and you're putting $800 on the price, we will get taxed for that as it comes inland. Now look at this custom, $800. Right, we're having him for that. That's a 200, 300, 400 quid charge on top of the fee to pay to get it off us. Because it was a missed delivery or something, you know, so they'll stop it coming in. So even if it is one of these, and you're doing a deal or trade with another UK collector, and you are sending a tagged Fearsome, as I will call this one, don't mark it as $150, $200, $800, $1,000. Don't. Because you'll mess it up for the poor recipient that's then got to pay the tax on it incoming. So the best thing you can do is put $40, maximum of $50, then they won't get charged. But this one, he'd marked it up as 100 and something dollars, and there's, oh yeah, there's 70 quid to pay. What are you on about, 70 quid? Yeah, why, blah, blah, blah. I said okay, and at the time I wasn't working, so it's really hard. I had to scrape for that. And I said to Zach, I said, I'm sorry mate, this is bad news. What do you mean? Mask has got there. I says, yeah, his mask is here. I says, but the sods have bloody taxed me on it because you put 150 value on it. And he paid the damn tax, didn't he? Guilty, Jesus Christ, just a bit I felt. So I felt really bad. So not long after that I came into some EL Ghostface masks. I think they were fibre optic Ghostface masks. Some of the earlier versions fibre optic Ghostface masks, and they came in either the package like the bleeding mask where it's all encased, or they came on a hen's teeth of variety version, which is a header tag, thick cardboard, corrugated cardboard, the mask hanging off it, and then 2 barbs in the bottom of the mask, weren't there, with another thing hanging off it with the control box. And I found 2 or 3 at the time, and Tim Dufresne, of all the fans from the past, you may remember him, he had one, I kept one, and one I said to Zach, look, this is super rare, I'm going to send it you because you sent me this. And even sending out the country, I had to mark it down. Yeah, 30 quid. 30 quid. Mr. Bartron is still here, look. Yeah. And Mr. Bartron, as I said, he was nice and he paid the tax fee. You still got that mask I sent you, Mr. Bartron, the fibre optic? You know, the one with the hen's teeth of headers? Thick, corrugated cardboard, printed fibre optic type. It's in storage. But yeah, you still got it, yeah. The hen's teeth of fibre optics for earlier versions was that type, because the ones you'd seen the encased package like the earlier bleeding masks, they were out there and they was easier to find, whereas the tag ones and the tag coming off the chin with the control box, they was even harder to find. And granted, there's people out there that probably got them. Yeah, I've already got 2 of them. Shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, I won't let it be known because I don't want to sell them. But there's people out there that's got them. But hen's teeth of rarity then. I was like, it's what he deserves. It's all I had to give at the time. But yeah, it's Mr. Bartron. Just for learning stuff off a website, for God's sake. And he's there sending it to me. Look at here, 2014 EU. Oh, here you go. We've got a ultra whites used in Resurrection. There you go. I won't bother with the ultra whites. The last one then, just for the stream end. What's this? What's this? Can anybody tell me what that is, even though it's behind a plastic bag? Bartron should know what this is. If you know what it is, Zach, keep quiet. Keep quiet. If you know what it is, Mr. Bartron, don't type anything. What's this? What's that one? I'll give it a couple of seconds. See if anyone knows what that is. Got to re-glue that plastic that enclosed the controller. Oh, but it's old though, isn't it? It's old. It's old. Yeah. What's this? What's this? What is this? Come on. Look at the shape of it. Look at the mouth. Look at the nose. What is this? And this is the suspected tag it would come on. I don't know if anyone's ever found any of these tagged yet. I've re-tagged this because I had a spare header. But it's believed they came on these tags if they ever did come on tags. But this one had puncture holes in the head of the mask and through the top of the streamer that goes along the forehead and down the sides. There's holes in it, so I was like, it was tagged at one point. Scream and Print, you got it. You got it, Scream and Print, end stamp. And who is it sent me that one? He's here again, look, he's here again. Original finder of the first known end stamp among fans. Was it Mr. Bartron? I think it was. Or was it another chap called Screen King? It was one of them. Was it you, Mr. Bartron? See, the years are ticking by now, the memory's going, let me think. But yes, end stamp. End stamp. But yeah, the fibre optic mask. Hen's teeth. I've got mine in the box, but again, I'd have to dismantle half the room to get that. And I'd be making a lot of noise. It's 22:11 at night, but yeah. But yes, Mr. Bartron. It was you, Zach, I remember now. One of the first, if not the first end stamp known to fans at the time was this chap. Quite a few more have been found since, don't get me wrong. Quite a few more have been found. But we don't think anybody's found one tagged. And there was one that popped up not so long ago. but with the person in question at the time, we're pretty sure it was probably tagged like I've done to the... I mean, I've done that to that, so I'm going to admit it, I'll tell you. I ain't going to say, yes, first tagged one. BS. I did it. Yeah, the one I sent you is the first one I found that kicked off everything. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, so Mr. Bartron there, historical chap in his own way. Finder of the first known end stamp to the collector community. I'm sure others got it before, didn't really think anything to look at it. But yeah, first to sort of mention it, say, you ever seen this before? And yeah, many found since. There's at least double figures of them been found since. Not loads, but at least double figures with other fans. Look what I found, look what I found. And as soon as you see them eyes and the mouth end stamp, there's a little picky nose. Like, there you go. But yeah, I mean, there's other bits in here, but Jesus, this is a bundle. That's alright. What that is? Oh, here's a rare one. There you go. Last one. We'll call this the last one, because I know you're all getting bored now. So this, Mr. Toys, and you can't see there on the print, but it says $12.99, and there's a store code or some sort of POS code, whatever they call it, 0918. This was from the aforementioned chap earlier, CB Studios, aka Kurt Eubank. These were the only found 2017 EU glows in 2017. So 2017's EUs were hen's teeth to find. You could not find EU 2017s almost anywhere. Then I found a few from EMP.com, and don't worry about checking now, they're long gone. EMP.com, EMP.co.uk, EMP, they've got all the domains for that site. But yes, Kurt said, oh, I found some glow ones down in Oz. I said, what? He said, seriously? And he sent me two. One I did in trade to someone, and one is here. But some of the only known EU glows 2017s ever known. And it is not the foam. It is basically the EU stamp. So people are saying, oh, I want to see glow EUs back. They did them in 2017. They're just bastards to find. So he just saw a few on a peg, and that was it, they were gone again. And that was in Australia. So sometimes, why Australia might not get a lot, sometimes they get the rare stuff that we'll never see again for whatever reason. I thought it was a fearsome for the way the pick on eBay was framed, but it was much more of a shock to get something I never see. Yeah, the end stamp, yeah. But yeah, foam I do have a foam version, it's in the back. Again, in the storage boxes. But any of those in the box? Not in this box, no, not in this box. In another box, definitely. Then again, it's just behind the curtain, I think. Is it? No, it's been moved. There's a big box just behind my curtain as my hand disappears off the camera there. But it's got collector's edition 2011 costume in it, and it's got a lorgnette mask, one on the pole that the lady places on the face from 2011. It's got a few other little bits, but I think the foam I took out on purpose. But yeah, it did used to be in that bloody box just behind here as well, because I could actually see into that box and see what's in it. It's a see-through side, just like this one. Whereas the rest of them are solid black boxes with yellow lids, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Not buying a foam mask a couple of years ago. Yeah, foam masks in the UK at one point. I used to go into an Asda or whatever it was I'd find, and oh look, foam masks. Foam? Foam? You're not replacing EUs with foams. I looked at him, laughed and walked off. I was like, no. And then you kick yourself, oh bollocks, I should have got one. Yeah, we should have done. But yeah, there's a few bitty and bobbies in here. 2014. What is that? 2014. Oh yeah, here's your raised stamp EU in white mask form. It's the same as the gold hooded masks on the picture behind. I think two of them are that mould, and one of them's the opposite of the raised EUs. There's a couple of raised EU stamp moulds. But yeah, 2013 onwards with metallics or 2013 EU race stamp until 2019 and 20 when they went to the ultralight mould and then did fluorescence on them as well. And on the fluorescence and the metallics, they weren't the best finish. A lot of mine 19 and 20s fluorescence and metallics went back to the distributor. It's like, I can't believe how iffy these are. But yeah. They've been changed now though, thank God. Okay, Mr. Bartron, enjoy your film. Right, I'm going to have to put all this back together, put all the mass back. There's a couple of little bits in here of interest, but I think you've had enough by now. HN at the bottom. ASIS brand new. Oh, this was new old stock. Yeah, ASIS. Is that? Oh, that's a standard EU. Okay. Yeah, look, Ghostface Tim. I think that's, not sure whether that's one Carrie Ann got or whether it's just one of her bags I've used. Okay, hang on. Let's not crush the mass on the floor. ASIS Fun World Div. And the, what was that one? Yeah, the Glow Mr. Toys Australian 2017. I'll see if I can, just as it's the last mask, see if I can show you the tag up close. Again, Kurt Eubank, he found these. He's like, look at these, glows. I was like, what? What do you mean glows? They don't do 2017 glows. I said, they do now. There you go. But yeah, EU. There you go. It's been stickered over. But that isn't Kurt, that's not Kurt in any shape, way or form. See at the top there, distributed by Jack in the Box. So that's Australian distributor. See what it says? Yangjiang, Guangdong, China. So Yangjiang and I believe Foshan are what do the EUs, if I remember correctly. But the 2017 EUs that were found, even though very little, they were made in Yangjiang as well, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, this little swine, good, I can see him almost glowing up now with the bloody LED lights. But yeah, hen's teeth of EU's 2017s, a hen's teeth, but 2017 glows, Jesus Christ, man. You do not find these often. Almost as bad as the pre and post Screen 3 non-glows. They started disappearing for some reason after 2000. You remember the old black and red tags that didn't have the star on? God, they were sought after at one point. That was just before I had the website, that was. Website, come online, November 2020. No, 2006. Am I saying 2020? Yeah, 2006 November was the website. Started off as a Pro Boards forum, linked the domain to it, put some web pages online, then went from there. Took 4 years for Fun World to notice it, or 3.5 years I should say. And RJ sent a message via his secretary one day, says we need to have a talk about your site. I was like, oh god, here we go. Now I'm in trouble. Your copyright's there but it's too small. I was like, ah, thank God for that. And then it got underway after that. The rest is history. Menzo 8657. Do you think we'll ever have glowy U's back since we recently got Glow Spirit Ultra? See, this is the thing. So you've just seen with your own eyes, even though via a live stream, but you've just seen with your own eyes a 2017 EU Glow. How they should be. But none have been done since. Not 18, not 19, not 20, not 20 to 26. As far as we know, 26. The only recent glows that we know of, as you quite rightly say, is the Spirit Halloween glows, which are exactly the same as the 2010, 11, 12 Asda glows and the 2010/11 Collector's Edition Glow Types Deluxe. So yes, collection looking nice. That's nothing, mate. That's just 0.1% of it, trust me. Without being big-headed, that's nothing. I didn't go through all the mass in the second box, and you should see what's behind this green screen, man. There's tons of the stuff. Even the other night, I stickered up several header tags on my little sticker things I've got, and there's like 30 stickers on each little print. I went through 3 of them without realising that's 90 goddamn masks. I was like, how many? And that's just recent when I've been struggling to find them. There's over 300 plus back there on top of them. But yes, do you think we'll ever have Glow EUs back? That's a hell of a question, mate. It's a hell of a question. So to say that Mr. Toys 2017 Australian Glow EU was what it used to be and still should be, this is where the question comes in with regards to the manufacturing and producing laws. So they have to have certain standards, of course, with the factory. And I do understand that the Glow is done different to what it was in the past. Also the same with the vanilla scent. So in the past it was allowed, oh no, we can't do that now because of this. Now it's got to be done this way. So I'm wondering if it's the same with the EU Glows compared to the Glows that we got from Spirit and the Asdas in the past and the Deluxe in the past. They do glow a lot nicer, I will say. The Deluxe Asda Glows and the Spirit Glows, they glow a hell of a lot brighter than an EU would. Because the EUs, you can charge it up with a light, but it doesn't last long, does it? The Spirit ones and the other ones the same. Last a bit more. Only a few more seconds, but still there's a difference. But yeah, that's a question for RJ, that one. And I'd happily show him on a video call, look, RJ 2017 Australian EU Glow, and he'll go, oh. And he'll probably say something like, oh, give me the code off the back of it, because they all have, like, in more recent years, they have different product line codes and stuff like that. What's this got? It's got like a... You ever see them codes on the back of the masks in recent years? And it says 17060, which is 2017 April to June translated, and then it will say Rex, as in T-Rex, REX 39, and he gets that. I think that's what he uses. I don't know for sure, but I think he goes, oh, Rex 39, right, types it into something, then they find out who's done it. I don't know for sure, but there's times I've given that code and he goes, oh, that was so and so. Oh, right, okay, can they do some more? So yes, how excited are you for the new mask? Well, to say it's something personally I've been speaking about for the last 5 years, and I've not been able to mention anything for those 5 years, with starting the early process with Wade. Say, Wade, just email him, and then Wade type in all a massive email out, me forwarding it on, and then it going from there. Even though that cast isn't going to be used, I'm still excited for it, yes. I'm more excited to see what the hell type did they go off. Did they base it off the multi-dot? Did they base it off the small dot, the splotch, or the double dimple? Did they combine them all? Because they've all got the differences, haven't they? Even though slight, some of them. The best thing I like to hear about it is hand-cut eyes. And the other question, which I'd ask in confidential circumstances, is says, RJ, where did that picture come from the stock one that leaked? I say, where's that picture from? Because I don't know. But it ain't off my site. I know that there's a lot of pictures I can see out there. I go, that's my picture. Someone's adjusted it, someone's tweaked it, but I know. I know all the images. Forum, website, I know which are mine. And I know which are mine that are given to me from other people as well, with a name credit on the bottom. But yeah, I looked at that, I was like, geez, it's Double Dimple obviously, but whose is that picture? Is that one they've got there and they took a picture of? Is that one they've seen online and just used as a placeholder? Is it, So I do wonder, where did it come from? But excited, yeah, excited. As they say, there's the anniversary hood coming on it. But I shall be more excited when they've looked again, gone off the original hood, and then said, yeah, right, here we go then, Project 2 or whatever they want to call it, and get the again, and just on the next video or audio call I do with RJ, whichever comes first, I will be mentioning, do you actually remember what these Gen 1s are with shrouds? And he'll probably say, what do you mean? So I say, what I mean is, this is what the fans nickname t-shirt material, or more importantly, cotton shroud. Is that a consideration for the manufacturing process? And I will be asking. And he may come back and say, oh yeah, and you can tell the fans that. Or he may say, oh, there's another reason we're going to do this instead. We don't know. We don't know. But yes. See, we're getting all dry now because I've rambled on too long. It would be cool if they use it in the film. Yeah, you know, that's one thing that got me with Scream 5. You had on the set Kevin Williams' fantastic faces. Couldn't you have just used it in one bit of the scene at the end where it's time to kill for good and have that, you know, reenacting it on the stab? Just place it in the background. It won't hurt it. Just place it in the background so them fans can look at it and go, Jesus Christ. An original fantastic in the background of the recreated stab film. Even the bit where he's walking in, looks at him on the settee, carries on again, you know, puts the knife up, didn't he? Then there's the scream and they get distracted. Just use it for them scenes and make it authentic. But no. They had to go over a plastic mask. God damn it, man. Again, if that was me in charge. Kevin, no, the mask will be fine. The mask will be fine. Insure it, it'll be fine. We're using it. No, don't need bullshit, mate. We're using it. That'd probably be nicer. But just to make it authentic, you know. So that reenacted stab. There's your pretend Billy, but there's a real mask. Look at that fantastic. Yeah, perfect. Look at that bit at the end where he runs up. Yeah, perfect. At the end, just before the end credits. I'd have had the fantastic. Again, me in charge. You'd have seen authenticity. And even if it had been mine, with CGI getting rid of this, use the damn thing. Just get it on. I'd have happily given them my mask. There was even fans out there that said they would have done it. But you know, how many of us have a hotline to a crew member saying, no, tell them to forget it, yeah, the director's going to listen to you, and yeah, your mask will be used. I was that close to sending my personal EU mask to the set of Scream 5 because they ran out. How many of you knew that? Email comes one day. Do you have any of these EUs? Yeah. Any particular year? No, it doesn't matter. Send me pictures. Okay. So big bunch. There's a picture online on Instagram. It is Facebook. It is somewhere. But there's a picture of EU stamps, 7 or 8 of them, all in a little semicircle. And I sent that to RJ. Any of these do? Oh yeah. I says, right. I can send them. Will I get any of them back? Oh, I can't guarantee that, I'm not sure. It says, well, if I can guarantee I get at least one back with a signature or two, I'll send you the 7. It says, I'll get back to you. So, okay, no problem. A few days goodbye. Oh no, it's okay, we sorted it. Oh, okay. But I always kept that picture of them. I've always still got those. I think I've still got 5 out of the 7 or 4 out of the 6. There's 6 or 7, I forget. But there's a couple that I've given to fans that done me favours or helped me with something. And I says, although it wasn't used and it's not officially linked, this was at one point close. That's all it is. Open heart, honest. It was close to going to the set of Scream 5. Didn't go to the set, didn't get anywhere near it, wasn't used in any scenes. Don't misinterpret it. But it was that close to going. And you go, oh yeah, I'll keep hold of it. And there you go. That was it, done. So that close. But I was like, how can you be short on EUs? But it was 2022. And EUs have not been done since 2017 at that time. So, you know, for whatever reason, they were short of them. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Can you imagine that? Of all the emails to get, you got any masks? What? Me? Yeah, burnt ghost face. Yeah. Vintage 5 Productions. I remember that name very well. Yeah, but it's still, I think we'll call it an end here. We'll let you lot get back to your lives. You've heard this prick go on long enough. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Nate Reagan for pointing some of you, if you're still here, to this stream earlier on today. Nate's scream royalty to me, always will be. But yeah, I shall let you get back to whatever you do. I've had a few days off. Would you believe that I drive buses now? It's a weird job. It's a weird job. But at the minute, it pays the rent, it pays the bills. But honestly, the press of a button, if I could pick something I wanted to do, I'd be somewhere at Funworld helping them do these masks. If I could press a button and have what I want. But it's not possible. But you imagine that, what do you do? Work at Funworld, big-headed bastard. But you know these people that have jobs and they love what they do. If you're one of them, then you are bloody lucky. Bloody lucky. But buses is one thing, but you know, general public, we're not going to get into it, but you know, there's just some things in life where you get to that point and think, God, this has just been better somehow. If there was a DeLorean time machine that worked realistically and safely, like the films, you know, I will go back and I'd change so much. Not the missus, not me cats or whatever. Well, I'd save one of me cats from dying, I know that. But yeah, if you could, you know what I mean, you'd change so much if you had that ability. And some would say, oh, you're cheating, but if you could. But yeah, my choice, it would be Funworld. Shove me down in an office away from everyone, it doesn't matter. Just let me work something to do with Ghostface that's important and could be something good for the fans to collect and treasure. And if it couldn't be Funworld, which it's not going to be anyway, but if it couldn't, you could have that other alternate choice to press the button and choose. I'd be somewhere on a film crew, somewhere. I don't know what on the film crew, just doing something, running around as a runner, as a rigger, as whatever. Just something to be a part of that's, you're going to see the before, the during, the after, then the result on screen and see how it does well, you know, if it does well. If you could choose. If you could choose. But yeah, even so, we're here. It's funny because I was only saying to my boss the other day, I says, one of the only things I've done mostly right, not fully right because it needs a big update at the minute, the website. I says, one of the only things I've done okay in life is my bloody website, man. And yes, I know it's not perfect, I know it needs updates, I know the mass page needs attention, I know a lot needs attention. Trust me, it's in there and it's just getting the time. So it's not back burner, it's just me getting the time, and to do this now is my honour. To have RJ's trust, to have Funworld's know that me and Nate today have shared some information that's official, read out as requested, and now give fans an update that they know what's coming. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have the mask that I've got, which isn't every type of mask. It's not the best collection. Yeah, there's this and this. So what? You're lot out there that's watching this, most of you piss on my collection. With regards to what you've got for vintage, what you've got for current, what you've got for even this year. Because I haven't got everything from this year. I'm still looking for some. Pink glitter mask, please. Anyone's got a pink glitter mask, give me a link. An official legitimate link, please. But still, that's just one of them. Even so, let's let you get back to what you're doing. Hope you enjoyed at least some of this. I apologise that when I read out, it did take a while. And if you're watching this back, 3 hours and 5 minutes. What the fuck? But look what we got. News, facts, no assumptions, no BS. RJ in the bloody typing chat, then RJ on a bloody call. I wasn't expecting the call. The chat, there was a little hint like, oh, if I can have a quick look, I might say hello. It's like, okay. But the audio call, I thought I was getting a bollocking. Oh, I've just watched your stream, you just said this, why have you said, you know, I didn't know what he was going to say. Did you just comment about the collector's edition? What did you just say about that other mask? Did you not like it? But yeah, we got a bit of a bonus today. Special mention though, special mention. If he does make it this far, there's a chap I used to work with called Alex Mackay, or as I refer to him in relation to an old TV show called Porridge. Senior Prison Officer Mackay. And I can't say it in his accent, which is Scottish. But yeah, Senior Prison Officer Mackay. He loves these streams, he's watched every video on the channel apparently. So if you're out there watching this at a different time, Alex, because I know you're on a different shift at work, and thank you. If you made it this far, bloody hell mate, you're tolerant. But I knew that when I worked with you. Senior Prison Officer Mackay. And then he taps his feet and then off he goes in his little army pace. But yeah, even so, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Hopefully you've learned something, hopefully you've seen some nice masks. And it wasn't to boast, it wasn't to be big-headed and say, oh look at my HHN, look at my one of one this. I mean, that picture behind's a still picture, for God's sake. That's how the collection used to be, and even that is not all the collection at all. That's about under half, I think. And if you look at that picture in detail, it's not all Ghostface. There's Pink Panther, Back to the Future, all sorts of stuff. Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am, little diecast. Anyway, stop the rambling. Let's go. See you later. Special Officer there, Senior Prison Officer Mackay. You much miss your sod. Mr. Sliver, who we used to work with in Busman Town. But yes, thank you, Mr. Kyle. Oh brother. Oh brother, oh brother, oh brother. Yeah, that's the voice of an ex-employee I used to work with at the airport. Oh brother. He used to call everyone brother. He was like an English John Candy, he was. Mr. Paul. I won't say his last name, but Mr. Paul. Aside from that, yeah, it's nice to come back. Nice to do a live stream. It's not for lack of wanting to do them that I don't do them. It's sometimes time allowances with work, because a lot of times it's work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, and it's not much of a life. Trust me, bus rotors are not easy. Apart from that, yes, I do like if there is going to be a stream that it gives you some sort of interesting info that you want to be or hearing or anticipating, like this 30th anniversary. But this has been in progress for 6 goddamn years, almost. It's so hard to keep that confidential and think, oh, I'd love to just say it on the stream. But that's from Wade talking to me, and that's from discussing a cast, that's from discussing a mask, and then it's from, you know, saying just put something together, let me forward it to him. You can only say no, you know. And here we are now with something coming and then something else coming after, with the original shroud, the hood. Let's just keep fingers crossed. Hope it's all good on both parts. And keep an eye out on the Funworld website, as I'm sure you will. See, people looking at the Funworld site, the catalogues and what's to come was very rare in the past. It wasn't really much done. Only a couple of fans thought to do it. Now every sod's doing it. Which isn't bad. But it just goes to show our times have changed, and the eagerness, enthusiasm that fans now have for this character and horror icon that we've come to love called Ghostface. But I just hope number 7's believable, shall we say. I mean, you got Roman Bridgie, you got Stu, you got Dewey, you know, you got dead characters back in there. Why? What's the point of getting them back? What have they done? We'll soon find out. I wish I knew. But it's all the mystery of the first viewing, isn't it? See you soon. Take it easy. Have a good one wherever you are. Good night, good afternoon, good morning maybe for someone, I don't know. But see you at some point in the future. This is never forgotten. The website's updated when I can. Again, I know it needs a kick up the back end in many ways. But yes, on a bit of time off that's going to be booked, we should be giving it a bit of attention, putting some additional masks and all other bits on the site. Because I look at these pages and go, this needs to change. It's out of date. A splotch, well, it could be like this chap here. It could be. See, this one, it just, I don't know, this has particular look to me. but it doesn't have a particular look with regards to a scene. Like how many times you see people go, this looks like the Tatum garage scene mask, and you look and you know what, it does a little bit. Or there's another one that had a mask similar to the Sydney attack mask. You're like, yeah, characteristics are there, definitely similar. It wasn't, but you know, it's some masks do look like that, and some masks look like the one where he's cleaning the knife in Stu's parents' bedroom. You're like, this, it doesn't look like anything, it's just a fantastic. Right. I didn't know your Screen 5 story, and that further confirms that they went through a lot of masks due to COVID. Yeah. Is Mr. 8 here? Has he just come back? Shit. If he's been here all that time, it's bloody tolerant. I doubt it. Yes, but in all seriousness, Nate, yes. Email came one day, as I explained. I won't go over it again. And I was like, what the hell? Seriously? And yeah, I was really struggling to give those masks away. I was like, RJ, you sure you need EUs? I've got some nice ultra. And then I thought, no, you don't want ultras, because then the fans are going nuts. I was like, well, this is a picture, RJ. Oh, they look really nice. And then I showed him back of the chin. I was like, yeah, they're the ones. I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose 7-8 EUs here. Because they were beautiful masks. They still are where they are. I think there's 2 that went to fans, and the others I've still got. I identify them off the picture. I know where they are in the storage box. But yeah, you imagine that though. You got any of those masks? What? What are you asking me for? Still in disbelief to this day. Right. I shall let you get on. I'm sure if anybody's in the UK, your MOT's run out on your carbon eye, you've got to tax it again, or you've got to put the bin out. So we'll see you soon. Ramble over. Have a good night, afternoon, morning, I'd say, wherever you are. Hope you're all doing well. Have a good 2026. We will be back. We will be back. It's just when. But I just like it to be something significant that you can have an interest in, rather than me just rambling. Although I will say there has been talk with Mr. Reagan, as we've seen on his stream in recent time. See if we can go through some of the rare masks with myself and him, and have a little chat about them and stories behind them. There's been a little bit of it today with this one, but yeah, I want to thank Mr. Nate as well, as again earlier, saying get to Tim's stream later because there'll be a long discussion. Look at this, 3 hours 13 for God's sake. Long discussion, you get less for murder, man. But yeah, Mr. Nate, the Scream royalty, remember that. And yeah, hopefully I'll speak to that chap soon and we'll get something else organised for future that will be of interest to you lot watching. And yeah, we have to do that. I'm down, definitely. So yeah, we'll go through some of my masks, but at the same time we'll go through some of his masks. no, the Ghostface ones. But no, we'll do something. We'll do something. But yes, I've just got to get a crown sent to him now for the royalty side, and say, if we do a stream, you got to wear the crown. Give a little mask on the front of it. See you soon, people. Take it easy, and as I say, look after yourselves. Have a good 2026. Until next time. Now, where's that button to stop the bloody stream?